Eagle 102. High school basketball is on the air. Eagle 102 brings you the area's best girls and boys basketball action all season long. You can hear it all right here at 102.1 and online at KJFM-Eagle102.net. High school basketball on Eagle 102.
And welcome to Clopton High School. The Class 2 District 5 men's semifinals are tonight. Mark Cronick, Jim Ross, Mary Ann running around as well tonight. And we've got two marquee games for you this evening to decide who gets to the championship game on Saturday. We'll start it off with a two-time state Final Four team, Van Far, as they take on Paris in our opening game. And then an all EMO matchup in the second game as Clopton and Louisiana do battle.
Should be two good games. Both teams, or all four teams actually, with the exception of Paris. Paris had a little bit of a battle with South Shelby, but the other teams got through fairly easily in the first round and should be well rested. Of course, Clopton will get into their injury issue in the second game, but they're going to be a little shorthanded tonight. But I think both teams here in this first game, Van Far and Paris, are at full strength and ready to go. And
we'll get into it a little bit more later, but more of the normal Van Far type game in the opening round as well.
For sure. They went up and down a little bit more than we've seen in the past. However, these two teams have met earlier in the year in the third place game at the Monroe City Tournament, and Van Far won at 47-42, so they're familiar with each other, and familiarity breeds contempt, right? So they'll be ready to go at it, I'm sure.
We'll talk more about it and go through our keys to the game, starting lineups in just a little bit as well as we start the pregame show next on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Sparks Heating and Air, PJ's Salon, Central Elevator, and Night Equipment.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
The staff at Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice are your neighbors. Here are just a few of the programs they have to offer. Baby Basics, breastfeeding peer counseling, natural nurses, car seat safety, farm safety for kids, maternal and child health, safe sitter courses, and WIC, plus much more. Pike County Health Department is a not-for-profit organization as it is funded by tax dollars. So when you use their services, you're putting your tax dollars to work. To keep up to date, be sure to like them on Facebook. Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, located in Bowling Green.
Let Bowling Green Insurance be your crop insurance specialist. Bowling Green Insurance Agency and NAU Country provide farmers with superior crop insurance protection and the fast, friendly service our customers deserve. Call Fred Carlson or Jackie Mayer at 573-324-CROP or stop by our office at 310 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green to discuss a protection plan that is right for your farming operation. NAU Country and Bowling Green Insurance are an equal opportunity provider.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Getting ready for Van Far and Paris, our 2-3 matchup to see who goes to the championship game on Saturday. And talking about these Van Far Indians, they have all the ingredients. They've got the big boy with man strength down low and Colin Wilburn. They've got Verdell Johnson, very creative on high, and they've got some guys that can shoot, led by Sam Middleton and Riley Hansen, and then a little bit of beef down there with Morgan Slatton in the starting lineup. They've got a lot of good stuff. We haven't seen it all together as far as a cohesive unit until recently, though.
I think the one thing that they're missing this year that they had last year, and there's still time for it to materialize, is they had that guy last year in Miller that when they needed a bucket, he wanted the ball, and not well the last 2 years, 9 times out of 10, he got that bucket for him. I mean, you and I can both name multiple games where he scored buckets in the final seconds of games and won for him. They haven't really shown that they've got that guy that wants the ball when they need it, but of course we really haven't seen them anything terribly close either all year.
No,
if you think about it, there haven't been really any close games. They've either won fairly easily or been beaten fairly easily, and so they haven't really. Maybe that guy's there. We just haven't seen a game yet where we find out who that's going to be. And before this is all over with this year, they're going to need to find out who that is.
Yeah, Trey was a quiet guy off the floor, very respectful, very, low-key demeanor. And then he'd get on the floor, score that big bucket, fist pump, let out a scream. That inspires teammates, and that's kind of what Van Far's been missing a little bit this year is that fire.
Right, a little bit of fire, and we're going to find out tonight what kind of fire they've got, because this Paris team, they're no pushovers. They come in at 17-9, Van Far at 20-6. We talked about Paris being pushed a little bit. South Shelby, they won that game 39-35. Well, Van Far turned things on a little bit against Ellsbury, ended up winning that game 58-26. So they're going to have to play tonight. Van Far's going to have to play tonight. It's kind of the same scenario we had last night with Clopton, the Lady Hawks against South Shelby. It's a game you feel like they should win, but they got to play. They can't try and walk through this thing, or they'll end up on the bad side of it.
We'll check our keys to the game from Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate when we return on the pregame show on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Frankfurt Farm Supply, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Young Enterprises.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. They'll be there for you when the sun comes up.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
The Eagle 102 Keys to the Game.
And our keys to the game tonight brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate. And this is not a big Paris team, but they got some beef there. Is that the approach that they used at South Shelby, kind of push around a little bit?
Yeah, they slowed it down. They had trouble making baskets, though, something that we've talked about for a number of teams this year. Again, the pace was slow, and I think that's what South Shelby wanted to do, is to keep the game in the 30s or 40s, and they were able to do that. Van Far can play either way.
They can.
They can play slow, as we've seen them do a number of times this year, and obviously the first time they met, with the final score being 47-42, that was a slow-paced game. But they also have the athleticism to go up and down and really stretch things out. So it'll be interesting to see how Coach Conaway wants to play it tonight in the second game with Paris. they're pretty evenly matched teams. The records are fairly similar. The usuals, don't turn the ball over, stay out of foul trouble, make free throws in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, and you win basketball games. And we've had 2 games so far in this tournament where you can go directly to the free throws made by each team, and that was the differential in the score of the game. So, and one of Pat Conaway's attributes over the last couple of years when they've had really good teams and really good success, they've been good at getting to the line and good at not putting the other team on the line. And so we'll see if they can hold to that mantra here tonight.
About 4 minutes to go before we tip this one off. We'll take a break, come back with your starting lineups after this on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Center Locker Service, County Market in Vandalia, and Advanced Eye Care.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
People's Bank and Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starting lineups for this ball game. First for the number 3 seed Paris Coyotes. They're coached by Dennis Dent. They'll start a 6'2 senior, number 1 Blake Turner. Number 3 gets a start tonight, a 6-foot senior Aiden Mitchell. Number 10, a 5'11 junior Reese Barton gets a start tonight, 5'8 senior. Number 11 Connor Heitmeyer. And number 24, 6'4 junior Chris Ebsmeyer gets a start. So again, for Paris, it's Turner, Mitchell, Barton, Heitmeyer, and Ebsmeyer. For Van Far, they're the 2 seed. They're coached by Pat Conaway. They'll start a 6-foot senior, number 0, Verdell Johnson. Number 4, 6'3 senior Colin Wilburn gets the start tonight. A 5'9 senior, number 22, Sam Middleton. 5'11 senior, number 35, Riley Hansen. And number 40, a 5'11 senior, Morgan Slatton. So again, for Van Far, it's Johnson, Wilburn, Middleton, Hansen, and Slatton. And those are the starting 5 for each side for this very important district semifinal.
Let's throw some scoring stats and defensive stats out for you. Van Far averages 56.3 points a game. Paris averages 52.7. Defensively, Van Far gives up 46.9. Paris gives up 46.2. So statistics are close. Records are close. The first game was close, which seemed to reason this should be a really good basketball game.
A very good semifinal for sure. We will take a break, come back with your opening tip. It's next on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, American Family Insurance in Bowling Green, and Eisenbath Auto Supply.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
It's good to aim high and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community. Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Hinky Construction, Midwest Pest Professionals, and Perkins Electrical Service.
Just about ready for our opening tip here from Clopton High School, the Class 2 District 5 tournament. Men's semifinals championship will be played after the girls' championship on Saturday, scheduled for a 6 o'clock tip-off. 4 o'clock for the girls.
Like that earlier start time.
Any last thoughts before we get into this one?
Well, we're ready to go. Big crowd on this side of the gymnasium with Paris on one side and Van Forest fans on the other side. So it should be loud in here. I don't see much of a student section, though, for either team. That's kind of interesting.
Well, there's about 12.
A few of them from Van Forest over there, yeah.
Across the way, nothing for, I guess, no one for Paris, really, as far as the student section goes.
Paris in their road blue jerseys with a gray number with white trim. Van Far in their home whites with black numbers and yellow trim. Familiar sight for the Indians.
Folks still smashing in toward us. I know there was a call out on social media to fill the stands with yellow and black or golden black for this ball game, and the Van Far community, who always travels well, responded big time tonight.
They are here in force for sure. Now it's all that's left to do is play the game.
Exactly. Teams coming to the center circle for the opening tip. It looks like it's going to be number 24, Chris Ebsmeyer, jumping center against number 4, Colin Wilburn for Van Far. Referee Phil Yazel comes in from the far side. He leads this crew, 3-man crew. And one more little conversation between the ref and the coaching staff on this side. And we're ready to go. Tip is up, and it's one back to Slat, and Van Far takes the opening possession. Here's Middleton. Drops it off for Burdell Johnson. Johnson crosses the line to the near side, back to Sam Middleton. Middleton back to Burdell. Burdell to the free throw line, over to the far side, Riley Hansen. He looks to go baseline, cut off. Gives up his dribble, gives it to Sam in the near corner. He goes to the free throw line, back out to Riley Hansen. He'll try the 3. That one's good, and we're underway with a bang for Van Far.
Van Far hit a number of threes the other night, and they pick up right where they left off.
Back the other way quickly. As it looked like Pat Conaway was looking for a little full court pressure there.
They did. They just didn't get there quite in time. They're playing straight up man right now.
To the near side for number 10, Reese Barton. Barton to the near corner. Dribbling out from the wing. Now giving up that dribble is Aiden Mitchell. They go to the low post. Pass tipped back up top for Connor Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer to the near side for Mitchell. Mitchell goes cross court to Blake Turner. Back to the free throw line for number 24, Chris Ebsmeyer. Now they'll reset. Heitmeyer backs up with it. Playing between the circles against Middleton. Over to the far side now for Chris Ebsmeyer. Ebsmeyer back near side for Reese Barton. Now into the corner to the low post. Looking for a little bit of room. Turnaround shot's no good. Rebound goes to the floor. Still being fought for. They come away with it, and there should be a tie-up or a travel, or is he out of bounds?
I think they're going to say Paris was on the inline when they grabbed the basketball, so Van Far will get it back.
And the mop crew comes out. And
it's interesting how evenly matched these teams are size-wise. They're almost mirror images of each other.
The two officials, one thought it was a tie-up, so he was wondering about the arrows.
Right, so they don't want to mess that up.
If it were a jump ball, the arrow would have belonged to Paris, and it would have been theirs.
Full court pressure by Paris, straight up man again.
Here's Wilburn. To the near side for Middleton, waits for the defender to go by, then passes off to Verdell Johnson.
Paris then drops into a 2-3 zone in the half court.
Verdell seemed to have a bounce in his step tonight. Kicks it down to Wilburn, and there's no one there to defend that. Cowan puts it off the glass and in to make it 5-0 Van Var. 2 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Paris up the floor.
Token man pressure this time, full court.
Mitchell with it on the far point. Dribbles to the center of the floor. It's tipped and taken by Verdell Johnson. He's back the other way. And, he went up for a dunk. Could have laid it in.
No.
Got to go finger roll on that one.
If you're going to do that, you got to make it. Now he's holding his wrist because he took a hard tumble.
Little jumper from the baseline, no good. He's still holding that wrist. Yeah, he's injured. Verdell will be replaced by Latrell Wright.
And Pat Conaway takes that look at him like, what do you think you're doing? Last thing we need for you to be hurt on a missed dunk.
Here's Middleton. Gets it to Hanson now to Slatton off the glass and in. 3 passes and 2 points.
Broke that press to perfection.
Back the other way quickly are the Coyotes, and a foul whistled against Van Var, first of the ball game. That goes on Wright.
Pike County Memorial Hospital staff taking a look at Verdell on the bench.
And over to the far side are the Coyotes. Ebsmeyer gets it up top. Here's a 3. That one's good. Blake Turner.
Turner's the guy you got to keep an eye on. He and Edwards are their major offensive threats.
Here's Middleton. Dribbles to the near corner. Kicks it back and hit the back of Heitmeyer, and he gets a steal. Drops it off. Shot no good.
I think I said Edwards is the offensive threat. It's Mitchell. I looked at the wrong number.
They get it to Slatton. His shot's good.
Morgan Slatton finding a lot of space in the lane, and that's what he does. He just hangs out there. Now we've got a whistle and a foul on Hanson.
His first, team second. I think they're done looking at Verdell for the moment.
No, they're going to tape it up.
Are they? Going to get his bag, huh? Rebound, Latrell Wright off the Paris miss. Sam Middleton with it on the offensive end. Changes coming for the Coyotes. As number 41, Clayton Langerud, getting ready to check in. Here's Latrell Wright with it. Over to the far side. Now back out top. NBA range 3. Sam Middleton drains it.
Woo-wee. Paris needs timeout.
They won't take one here. Back the other way is Heitmeyer to the near side for Turner. Turner, his pass is out of the reach and out of bounds back to Van Var. And that'll bring in Langerud.
Mitchell will take a seat, it looks like.
He was the target for that pass. It was about 3 foot away from him. Here's Latrell Wright working the point in Verdell Johnson's absence.
Good news about Johnson, it's his left wrist.
Not the shooting hand. Hanson gives up his dribble, now gives the ball to Slatton to the near side now. For Middleton, he has to save it back to Morgan. Gives it to Wright, now to Hanson on the far side. He's already got a little tape on his wrist. Riley?
Late in the year like this, you're a little bit banged up after playing 25, 26 games.
Indeed. Here's Hanson to the near side for Wilburn. Cowan surveys the scene. Gets it back to Morgan Slatton. Over to the far side for Wright now for Hanson. Back up top. Middleton, 3 again. That one's offline, and the rebound this time pulled down by Blake Turner for the Coyotes. He gets it up ahead for Ebsmeyer. Ebsmeyer has a head of steam, kicks it back. Here's another 3. That one is a bit off the mark. Rebound tipped around and taken by Riley Hanson. Hanson has a little trouble, so he'll slow down.
Got the speed of his officiating father. He knew better to try and take it coast to coast.
And now a foul on the inside as Reese Barton got tangled with Wilburn before the ball came in. And here comes Verdell back into the ball game for Riley Hanson, and Aiden Lawrence coming in. He'll replace Morgan Slatton. So a little bit different approach tonight from Coach Pat Conaway. He's working that bench a little more. Now another foul. Good pump fake that time by Colin Wilburn to draw the foul.
And it was. He got the defender in the air, and he'll get to shoot 2 free throws for his efforts. Foul is going to go on Ebsmeyer, his first, team second.
And Colin's first shot is short. If there is a weakness in his game, this would be it, the free throw line.
Yeah, he's tried a little bit of everything. Right now, I think he's just catching it and shooting it, not dribbling. Yep, he's going to spin it and then with no dribble.
That one is long, and the rebound pulled down by Ebsmeyer.
Thinking about it too much, it gets into your brain. There's the timeout we were talking about.
With 2:40 to go in the first, Van Far out to a nice 12-3 lead here in the early going for the Class 2 District 5 semifinals on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102, brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory, and the Dairy Queen in Vandalia.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Twin Pike Family YMCA.
2:40 to play here in the first quarter. 12-3 Van Far leads the Paris Coyotes here in the semifinals of this Class 2 District 5 tournament. Winner will take on the winner of the Clopton, Louisiana game, which is coming up next here on KJFM.
I want to give a shout out to Kathy Gregory and her crew to take care of the hospitality room, take great care of us during the normal tournament and then this week as well.
And a steal for Van Far. The pulled pork, excellent. Here's Sam Middleton. Stripped to the ball, and it's taken away by Connor Heitmeyer. Sam tried to sell it as a foul, but didn't get the call. Here's Blake Turner. Feeds it inside for Ebsmeyer. Turnaround, goes to the hoop and scores.
Nice up and under move that time by Ebsmeyer. Gave that little head fake to Wilburn. Got him off the ground a little bit. Was able to get it to the glass and score.
Right with it out high. Gets it off for Burdell. He's still flexing those fingers after he makes a pass. Here's Sam Middleton. Works it down to Wilburn. Now back out for Burdell. Johnson. Free throw line extended to the far side for Wright. Kicks it down to the hoop. Wilburn traveled. Yeah.
Got a little bunny hop in there that time, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Got him in the air, but then he shuffled his feet once he got him in the air.
Yeah,
Make sure there was contact.
Yeah, he looked up, too, and saw he wasn't exactly where he thought he was. Back the other way to the near side. Here's the three. That one's short. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say off of Van Far. Harris will keep possession. And Langrud will inbound for the Coyotes. Comes out all the way to the top for Connor Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer comes to the near side for Turner. Turner drops it to Ebsmeyer. Ebsmeyer trying to do that spin move. And that one somehow stuck to the front iron and went down.
Hard off the glass, and you're right. Just barely rolled in.
That is the Trey Miller move there. Wouldn't you say?
It is.
Reminiscent. Now a steal and a travel. Stolen by Turner, and then he got his feet tangled up, and will have to readjust that knee brace on the right leg. With it is Verdell to the near side. Johnson over to the far side for Wright. Now to Middleton. Wilburn with it. Into the corner for Verdell. Now back up and around to Latrell Wright. Wright kicks it far side. Here's a three for Verdell Johnson. That one's good.
No, it missed. It was short.
It
was short.
He ran away like it went in.
It kind of looked like it from this angle, but it just hit the net and didn't go through the ring.
He definitely thought it went through. Sold me.
Yeah, after all that, a foul. As Wright will go to the line. Foul's going to be on Barton, his second.
And the first shot's good. So, instead of 15-7, it's 13-7. He can make it 14 from the line. Morgan Slatton getting ready to check back in. And that one's good.
Lawrence will take a seat for Van Far. 14-7, 37 ticks to play in the first.
In the backcourt with it is Heitmeyer. Changes directions at the line, gets across. Down to 28 seconds. Ebsmeyer out high with it. That means they're probably going to play for the last shot. Here's Turner. Back to Ebsmeyer. Cut off on the baseline. Gets it across. They force a pass to the near side for Turner. Reddington just came into the ball game, and now a steal for Wilburn. With 8 seconds to go. Takes a shot. Tip back. No good. Here's Verdell from the free throw line. No. 1 second, and that'll do it for the first quarter. A lot of action there at the end, but not a lot of result. 14-7. Van Far leads after the first 8 minutes. Back at the second quarter after this on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Orff Construction Company, Betty Davis Insurance Agency, and Binoff Funeral Home.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Couple of threes in the first quarter for Van Far. They've led by as many as 9, lead by 7 right now at 14-7. Paris ball to start the second quarter. See Russell and Trad running over there, giving Mr. Yazel a hard time between quarters. They go to the net, and what do we have? No shot, a foul on the floor. It's going to be against Van Far. And Riley Hansen. That's his second.
Break for Van Far.
Trying to inbound. They get it to the post for Langerud. His shot off the mark. Verdell tried to catch it one-handed. Couldn't do that. It's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Paris. And I'd say that wrist is bugging him.
Well, he took the tape off of it. Sometimes when you put that tape on it, it's too tight. That's probably why he was flexing his fingers. He's not at 100% for sure.
With it is Ebsmeyer. Now for Reddington, and he scores.
Looks like Paris is going to be content to try and get the ball inside, at least in the first half of this ball game.
They got some beefy guys down there. To the near side, here's Verdell Johnson. Comes off the point to the far side for Hansen. Hansen playing with 2 fouls now. Minute gone here in the second quarter. Riley with it again. To the near side for Sam Middleton. Middleton back to Hansen. Out of Morgan Slatton. Verdell Johnson with it. Kick it around to the near side. Here's a 3 for Hansen. It's offline. Rebound tipped up. Great job by Colin Wilburn to reach back, get that ball, tip it back up, and then draw a foul.
Foul's going to go on Horstmeyer, or Heitmeyer, I should say. Well, actually, they call it on Turner.
Interesting. Cowan back to the line for the second time tonight, and his first one's good. Found the right approach there. Now he just has to duplicate it.
Wright will come in. Johnson will take a seat for Van Far, and they're going to take another look at that wrist.
Here's the second shot. That one's long, and the rebound pulled down by Clayton Langerud for Paris. To Turner. Blake takes it across the line. Now far side for Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer kicks it to Ebsmeyer. A lot of Myers out there. Work it up again to the point for Turner. Long pass for Langerud. His 10-footer rolls down.
There's a mid-range jumper you don't see a lot of anymore.
No. Middleton to Hansen, out of Slatton on the far side to Latrell Wright. Latrell comes off the wing to the near side for Riley Hansen. He backs out. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Van Far leads it by 4. And they've led by as many as 9 in this ball game. They get it down to Wilburn. He goes off the glass. Good, and a foul.
Nice backdoor cut by Wilburn and the feed by Middleton, I believe. Foul's going to go against Heitmeyer, his first.
15 foul, but no one with more than 1 so far for Paris.
Reese Barton back into the game for the Coyotes.
And the shot completes the three-point play on a bank.
We've seen a bunch of those.
Put it off the square, you'll never lose, right?
If it's online.
Back the other way, here's Connor Heitmeyer. Works it down low for Ebsmeyer, and he's fouled.
Wilburn to pick up his first. Team's fourth.
5:35 to play here in the second quarter. It's a 7-point Indian lead. And at the line for 2 is Chris Ebsmeyer. First free throws for the Coyotes, and he hits the first one.
Interesting looking free throw stroke by Ebsmeyer. Really makes sure he's got his elbow underneath the ball.
He hit them both. He's got 6 points already in this ball game, which is almost half the total for Paris. They trail 18-13 to the Van Far Indians. Drop it down low for Wilburn. Kick it back out. Here's a 3 from the corner for Middleton. Just offline, and the rebound pulled down by Connor Heitmeyer for Paris. And he's fouled by Latrell Wright.
Wright just running alongside, too close.
That's number 2 on Wright. Understudy to Renell Johnson in there because of that wrist. Over to the far side for Ebsmeyer. Ebsmeyer comes near side for Reddington. Down to the wing. They drop it inside for Ebsmeyer. He goes off the glass, cut it a little too fine. And the rebound pulled down by Riley Hansen. His pass rejected. Picked up by Wilburn. He goes to the hoop and scores. Not how they drew it up, but very effective for the Indians.
Wilburn playing with a purpose tonight.
He's kind of a fiery guy. And he rocks a yellow suit every now and again. Here's a steal. Back the other way. Slatton too hard off the glass, and Ebsmeyer grabs the rebound. And then Sam Middleton gets into him.
That'll be Middleton's first. It'll be a rebounding foul. So Paris will get it underneath the Van Far bucket.
First on Sam. Got the Hawks and the Bulldogs next. 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter from Clopton High School. With it on the near side is Reese Barton. Barton goes to the far side for Ebsmeyer. Everything outside right now, trying to find that opening to drop it down low. Mitchell goes to the corner with it now to Heitmeyer up top. To the near side for Reddington. Reddington gives it off to Mitchell. Over to the far side. Trying to dizzy Van Far a little bit. Now they work it down to the post. And that shot's good for Reddington.
Look a little closer to the paint every time and find an open man underneath.
3:40 to play. Second quarter. Sam Middleton. Through Hansen to Latrell Wright. He'll try the 3. It's offline, and Van Far guilty of watching their shot a little bit here. Back the other way quickly. That's good. Mitchell with 2. It's a 3-point game.
Close as it's been for a while. And faith will come alive.
5 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Wright. Ball fake. Trying to feed it inside, and it's taken away by Paris. They could tie it with a 3. Here it comes from the outside. Offline, and the rebound pulled down by Riley Hansen. Hansen floats one through the middle. No good. Rebound goes through Slatton. Almost a trammel on Heitmeyer. He comes the other way, and a charge called as he took out Wilburn. That's going to be the second on Connor Heitmeyer.
He was going to the bucket with a purpose, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
You could tell back here about the head of the key on the other end, he was going to the hole.
And a timeout taken by Coach Pat Conaway as this one's gotten to within 3. 20-17, 2:43 to go in the first half on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by China Cafe USA, Danny Orff Contracting, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Vernon and Judy Brown are the owners and operators of Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Highway 61 in Silex. Brown's Smokehouse Meats also invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street. For all your smokehouse meats, deer processing, and homemade sausage, be sure to visit Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Silex in Troy.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
2:43 to play in the first half. Game of runs right now. It's Paris that's on 1, and Van Far gets an opportunity after that charge call. To the near side. Here's Middleton off the timeout. Back up top to Wilburn. Wilburn to the far side for Wright. And he takes it to Sam Middleton. Open look for 3. It's short off the top of Slatton's head and coming back the other way for Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer to the hoop, and he's fouled. Van Far wanted a second charge call there. They weren't going to get it.
And Middleton came from behind, I think. Got into his back. Got a good block, but got into his back nonetheless. It's Middleton's second foul, team's 7th. Heitmeyer will get 2.
And the first shot is good. Somebody have a kazoo?
Not a good sign. The training staff talking to Verdell Johnson's parents.
Yeah.
And he's got ice and looks like he may be done for the night.
Second shot, good as well, and it's a 1-point game. Here's Riley Hansen. Out high for Middleton. It's the same thing Coach Tony Francis says. You just got to grow a little bit, pull together, and find a way.
There you go.
Lean on each other for support. 1-point game. Paris with the ball, and it is somehow kept going, and then a full somersault. Did you see Turner in the backcourt? Went end over end. Here's Ebsmeyer over to Barton. Barton from the baseline, and he's fouled.
He'll get 2 shots.
Morgan Slatton going to come back in the ball game.
Foul's going to be on Hansen, his 3rd.
So things not shaping up too good right now for the Indians. With Verdell down, and now Hansen with 3 fouls. And the first shot's no good. So the best that Barton can do is tie this ball game at 20 from the line.
Slatton returns. Hansen will take a seat.
That one misses. And a rebound for Colin Wilburn. To Sam Middleton. Middleton back to Wilburn. Starts his dribble. To Middleton again. To Slatton out high. Morgan goes to Latrell Wright on the near point. Minute 20 to go in the first half. Now to Latrell. He's going to drive. Float one through the lane. No. Rebound, Ebsmeyer. He hands it off for Connor Heitmeyer and crosses the line with 1:03 to go. Near side, here's a three. That one's off the line. And the rebound pulled down by Middleton. Sam comes across the stripe for Van Far as Aiden Forrest gets ready to check in for the Coyotes. Far side, they work it to the corner. Here's a three. That one's good. From the corner for Sam Middleton.
His second three ball of the night stretches the lead back to 4. We're under a minute.
And Van Far's led by as many as 9 here in the first half. Here's a three the other way, and that one's good. Just dropped it right on through Blake Turner's second tray. Back to a 1-point Van Far lead. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Cellular and Satellite Center. Halftime report is coming up. Here's Sam Middleton with 13 on the clock. To Morgan Slatton. To Latrell Wright. Wright fake the three. Down to 7 seconds. They get it to Middleton. Middleton down to 3. Here's Wilburn for 3. That one's offline and the buzzer sounds with Van Far up by 1. 23-22 at the half. This is the Class 2 District 5 men's semifinal on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
With winter weather upon us, remember One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, Business 61 North in Bowling Green.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
2 quarters in the books here from Clopton High School, and Van Far holding on to a 23-22 lead over the Paris Coyotes. Paris scored 15 points in that second quarter to Van Far's 9, and that's because Van Far was without their point guard and team leader, really, Burnell Johnson, who tried to dunk when he should have finger rolled, came down awkwardly, and suffered an injury believed to his non-shooting wrist, and it does not look good for his return tonight in this ball game, and that really changes the landscape of not only this game but the tournament.
Without question. And you throw in the fact that Riley Hansen also has 3 fouls and spent some time on the bench, so you've dug into your depth quite a bit.
Boy, we've had some catastrophic injuries in this
haven't we, though?
Tournament.
And you hate to see that. Johnson, the senior, it's not a good situation for the Indians.
Yeah, that is a huge blow, and that's taking it lightly there. As as Van Far really runs everything through Johnson. He doesn't spend much time on the bench on any given night, and to have him out, unavailable, without putting any points on the board tonight is a huge blow. But it's gonna take a big effort from somebody. It's next man up now for Van Far.
Exactly. Next man up, opportunity for somebody else to show their mettle, and what better time than in this final 16 minutes of this semifinal game in the district championships.
23-22. We'll take a break, come back with first half scoring after this on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Spring Valley Accounting, McDingers, and Stephen R. Marriage, DDS, and his wonderful staff. Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pam Todd Watts Realty, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, and All Parts.
At the half, it's Van Far 23, Paris 22. We still have a second semifinal coming up as the top seed Clopton Hawks will take on the 4 seed Louisiana Bulldogs at a game that became that much closer with the injury to Zach Evans in the opening round when he stepped on the foot of Brian Henke coming down and suffered a leg injury. He's in a boot. He is out for the season, and that changes the whole approach for Clopton in the second game tonight.
Yeah, and from our angle, it looked like an innocent enough thing. But talking to Coach Francis, when you look at it on tape, it was anything but innocent. He really turned it over. And actually has a high ankle sprain as well as a break. So he really did a number on it. And as you said, he's out for the season.
And in this one, it looks like Verdell Johnson is done for the night. Scoring for the guys that are remaining in this ball game for Paris: 2 points for Connor Heitmeyer, 2 points for Clayton Langerud, 4 points in the first half for Ethan Reddington, 6 each for Chris Ebsmeyer and Blake Turner. Paris was 4 of 6 shooting free throws in the first half. For Van Far, 2 points for Latrell Wright, 3 for Riley Hansen, 4 for Morgan Slatton, 6 points for Sam Middleton on a pair of threes, and 8 points for Colin Wilburn. Van Far 4 of 7 shooting free throws. As they're ready, they come out of the locker room to start the second half. And although he does have an ice bag on, Verdell is still dressed and very much going to be a vocal leader for this Van Far team.
Turnovers, 5 for Van Far, 4 for Paris. So even in that category, free throws pretty even, and the score pretty even. So kind of what we talked about in the pregame, all the statistics, the records, the scoring, they were all pretty close. And so we've got exactly what we expected in terms of score in this game so far.
Van Far jumped out to a 5-0 lead when that injury occurred to Johnson. Looked like he was going to go up for a finger roll. Instead, tried the dunk, came down awkwardly on that wrist. And that was the end of his night. He gave it a go with tape. Didn't like the tape, tried taking it off, and there was just no stability there for him to continue. So he'll sit on the bench, and we'll see what Van Far can do without him. Van Far led by as many as 9 in the first half.
Paris has never led.
They have not, and they did a really good job realizing the deficiencies for Van Far once the lineup change, got Hansen into foul trouble, and then really started going to that post.
Well, you just got to make adjustments. I mean, there are injuries. Injuries happen. It's just part of the game, and every school experiences it at some time or the other throughout the season. And so Van Far and most inopportune time for sure, but there's still a basketball game to be won here and a district championship game to be won, and they've got the firepower to do it. They just got to get it in their head that we got to move on.
We'll take a quick break, come back with second half action after a minute on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia, Wood Smoked Meats, and Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Hogue Ford, and Bank of Louisiana.
Well, already a pair of turnovers to start this second half. Van Far gets it back.
I'd look away for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened?
So Van Far, who had the opening possession, had lost it, and then Paris threw it out of bounds, and Van Far with it again. Middleton on a give and go from the far side comes out to the top. To Morgan Slatton now for Riley Hansen, back in with 3 fouls in the first half.
Paris in a 1-3-1 zone this time. That can cause problems for teams because you just don't see it very often.
Wright comes out of the corner, now hands it back to Riley Hansen. Hansen to Morgan Slatton now for Sam Middleton. Everything way out high right now for Van Far as they try and find a feel for this Paris defense. Here's a 3 from the corner. Got a good look and scores. Sam Middleton with his 3rd tray tonight. The lead back to 4 for Van Far. Quickly the other way into the hoop. Everything opened up for Aiden Mitchell, and he scores his 2nd basket of the night. Here's Hansen for the Indians. Back to Morgan Slatton. Slatton to the near side for Wright. Now for Middleton. Middleton dribbles out of the corner. Now gives it to Luttrell. Back to Sam into the corner for Riley Hansen. They'll take another 3. This one long from the near side. The rebound goes to the floor and picked up by the Coyotes. Here they come up the floor. Floater through the lane. Too long. Rebound is knocked to Riley Hansen. Reese Barton went skidding out of bounds in the corner. And here come the Indians the other way. Here's Wilburn. Wilburn tries to find his way to the basket, and he's fouled.
He'll go back to the free throw line. Check the foul. It'll be on Ebsmeyer, his 2nd. Team's first.
And the shot is good. Verdell's going to the locker room with a basketball. He's got a new wrap on there.
Yeah, they taped his thumb and his wrist together. And so I guess he's going to go in there and see how it feels, see if he can play or not.
Second shot off the backboard, no good, but getting the rebound was Morgan Slatton. Back to Cowan now for Riley Hansen. Offensive board for the Indians, who have a 3-point lead. Here's Wilburn out of the corner with a pass to Hansen. Now back to Middleton. He lost the handle, and it's taken by Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer all the way into the front court. Now a pass to the low post. That shot off the glass, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Mitchell.
Got to the glass on a baseline drive, couldn't convert, but then couldn't control the rebound either.
Back to Van Far, 5:38 to play. 27-24, Van Far leads. Over to the far side for Sam Middleton. Sam gives up his dribble, now gives the ball to Hanson. Hanson trying to scoop it inside to Wilburn, and it's taken away. Here comes Heitmeyer on the break, and a blocking foul. Going to be whistled, and that's on number 22, Sam Middleton, his third.
Yeah, that was a good call. He was about a half step late at getting there. Heitmeyer will go to the line to shoot two.
5:17 to play in the third quarter.
Sam took a pretty good shot that time. He's out here in mid-court trying to shake it off.
And the first shot bounces around and goes down. And Heitmeyer is 3 for 3 from the line. 3 points tonight. Yet to score from the field. Mitchell sat into the ballgame. Clayton Langerud for Paris. Hit them both. And he stays perfect from the stripe. Back to a 1-point Van Far lead. Hanson gets it to Wilburn, near corner. Here's a three, that's long for Middleton, and the rebound grabbed by Langerud. Pass ahead to Reddington. Kick it out and around to the far side. Holding it there and dribbling out now is Ebsmeyer to Langerud. Back up top for Turner. Turner gives it to Ebsmeyer. He goes off the glass, no. Rebound out of bounds, and the last touch by Ebsmeyer back to Van Far, so they remain ahead by a point, which was their halftime lead.
Another slow start offensively for both teams.
27-26. Here's Hanson across the line to Middleton. Down into the corner for Wilburn. Wilburn gets it back to Latrell Wright. Right to Middleton. Now to Hanson out high. Here's a long three. That one's good. Oh, my goodness. That was beyond NBA range for Sam Middleton. And a timeout taken. 30-26. Van Far leads Paris from the Class 2 District 5 tournament on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 brought to you by Twin City Bowl, Airco Convenience Centers, and Silex Banking Company.
The staff at Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice are your neighbors. Here are just a few of the programs they have to offer. Baby Basics, breastfeeding peer counseling, natural nurses, car seat safety, farm safety for kids, maternal and child health, safe sitter courses, and WIC, plus much more. Pike County Health Department is a not-for-profit organization as it is funded by tax dollars. So when you use their services, you're putting your tax dollars to work. To keep up to date, be sure to like them on Facebook. Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, located in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Rawls County Mutual Insurance, Orff Construction, and B&B Automotive.
After the timeout, it's Blake Turner with the ball for Paris. Little stutter step. Tries to feed it down low, and it's taken away by Sam Middleton. Kind of a slick ball or something. It seems like Van Far's had trouble getting their hands on it tonight. Here's a three for Hanson. It rims out. Slanting the rebound. Couldn't get that one to fall, but he's fouled on the way up. Back on the locker room, Verdell. And we'll see if he comes back in or not. So Morgan goes to the line. The foul was on Reddington, his first. And the first shot is long for Morgan. Into the ball game, Aiden Forrest. That's a big body.
Yes, it is.
And he gets a big rebound off the second miss for Slanton. Ball loose. Out to the near side for Langerud. He forces one toward the middle, and it's taken away. Slatton, a good deflection over to Colin Wilburn, who got the steal. Here's Riley Hansen. Hansen over to the far side. Now to Sam Middleton. All the way up top for Latrell Wright. Wright. Ball fake. Now goes over to Middleton on the far point. For Slatton. Morgan gets it back. Now to Hansen on the near side. Everything out high right now for Van Far. To Wilburn. Collin. Good cross. Gets it to the near side. And out of the corner with it is Hansen, as they're just running clock here.
Not a bad strategy. The Paris is going to sit back in his zone.
Here's Wright. Back out. Near side. Thought about the three. And they'll work it around again. Good idea, just resetting. The shot wasn't perfect. Here's the three from the far side. Over everything. And out of bounds. And last touch off of Hansen. Good call from the official on the baseline. Went off Langerud. Went off the Van Far player Hansen. And out of bounds. 2:27 to play. In the third quarter from Clopton High School. On the move is Heitmeyer. Kicks it out. Here's a three. That one's long. Rebound pulled down by Barton. His putback is good.
Good offensive rebound that time by Barton. Makes it a 2-point game.
Pass to the near side for Aiden Lawrence. He just came back in. To Latrell Wright. Kicks it down low. Shot. Off the glass. Good. First one from inside three for Sam Middleton.
A bullet pass that time by Latrell Wright.
Back the other way is Mitchell. Mitchell in trouble. Hands it back to Barton. Barton has it go off the head of Forrest, and here comes Van Far again. Near side. Hansen for three. That one rolls home. Riley Hansen with a tray.
And just like that, it's a 7-point lead.
And a timeout taken by Paris with 1:25 to go in the third quarter. It's Van Far 35, Paris 28 on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Sparks Heating and Air, PJ's Salon, Central Elevator, and Night Equipment.
Let Bowling Green Insurance be your crop insurance specialist. Bowling Green Insurance Agency and NAU Country provide farmers with superior crop insurance protection and the fast, friendly service our customers deserve. Call Fred Carlson or Jackie Mayer at 573-324-CROP or stop by our office at 310 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green to discuss a protection plan that is right for your farming operation. NAU Country and Bowling Green Insurance are an equal opportunity provider.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Marshall Chevrolet, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
And it seems like Verdell has disappeared again.
Back into the locker room with the basketball with his dad.
Trying to do something else.
Kid wants to play bad.
Yes, he does. Number 55, Aiden Forrest with it. Out high, hands it off to Blake Turner. And he'll take his spot on the post. Down to Reese Barton. Barton hands it now for Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer almost to the center circle for Forrest. Work it inside. That shot off the glass and good for Blake Turner. His first points of the second half to make it a 5-point game.
He needs to get on track if Paris wants to win this basketball game.
Here's Lawrence to the near side. All the way back out top. Now to Hansen. I think Riddell's going to do a little politicking. Try and get back in there. Got himself a prime spot on the bench. Over to the far side for Wilburn. Wilburn back out to Lawrence, almost stolen. Out and around to Hansen. Now for Sam Middleton. Long range three again is too long. And the rebound pulled down by Reese Barton for Paris. Here come the Coyotes on the move. There's a little finger roll off the glass for Heitmeyer.
Nobody stopped the basketball, and he went coast to coast.
And time expires on the third quarter. It's a 3-point game. Van Fart stretched it out to 7, back down to a 35-32 Indian lead over Paris. We head to the fourth quarter on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Frankfurt Farm Supply, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Young Enterprises. If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. They'll be there for you when the sun comes up.
People's Bank & Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank & Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Head to the fourth quarter. Quick game, 35-32 is the Van Far lead after 3 quarters. Not a whole lot of scoring. Not an incredible amount of whistles.
No, not a lot of fouls. Although Middleton and Hanson with 3, but nobody with anything over 2 for Paris.
Back. Here's a 3 to try and tie. It's a foot off the mark, and the rebound taken to the far side and out of bounds. Ooh, it looked like Paris got an extra touch on that.
Well, yeah, that was kind of interesting. Ball must have hit somebody, hit the player in front of us that we couldn't see from this angle. Yeah.
Scrape the rubber on the front of the shoe. So Paris keeps possession, and with it is Mitchell. Hands it off to Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer drops it down low. We've got a foul against the Indians, and was that going to be on Slatton?
I believe so. Had a mismatch inside.
Nope,
no,
they went on
Hanson.
Ooh, that's 4.
He'll have to come out.
Aiden Lawrence replaces Riley Hanson.
Well, the good news is Van Far goes consistently 8 deep, so.
7:35 to play. Here's Forrest. Gets it for Ebsmeyer. Ebsmeyer facing the wrong way. Dribbles down, gets it to Forrest. He can't get it to stick to the front of the rim. Rebound Van Far. Right to the far side for Middleton. Sam drops it to Wilburn in the corner. Callan dribbles out. Now hands it off to Aiden Lawrence. Lawrence gets it to Morgan Slatton now for Sam Middleton on the far side. Without Hanson, he has to be more of a ball handler. Now he'll work on getting open for a big 3. To the near corner for Wilburn. Now Luttrell right. Gonna have to dribble out. And gets it over to the far side for Sam Middleton. Middleton back to Luttrell. Morgan Slatton over to the far side. Gets it back to Lawrence and tried to drop it back for Sam. He wasn't there. Sam had to chase it down. Did. Now to Wilburn in the far corner. Back to Middleton. Touch pass for Morgan Slatton to the near side for Luttrell Wright. Over to the far side. Pass wasn't online though. Just the three-pointer rims out this time. And rebounded by Heitmeyer for Paris. Gets it ahead for Ebsmeyer. And what do we have? A foul against
Middleton, I believe. That'll be his 4th. Ruh-roh.
Yeah, big time trouble for Van Far. 1 starter injured, 2 of them now with 4 fouls. Winner of this game takes on the winner of the Clopton, Louisiana game, which comes up next. It's a 3-point affair right now, and at the line is Chris Ebsmeyer. And his first shot is good. Reese Barton back in for the big man, Aiden Forrest. between whistle conversation with the Paris head coach. He got them both to go. 8 points.
And it's down to 1.
Over to the far side for Sam Middleton. Sam gave up his dribble, now gives up the ball to Lawrence. Morgan Slatton drops it down. Wilburn at the post. Blocked. Ball taken away by Paris.
Yeah, they got in a little trouble too far into the basket that time. When he jumped back, Ebsmeyer was there to block it.
Barton picked it up, and here comes Paris down a point with the ball. Heitmeyer to the post. That shot blocked from behind. Got his own rebound, and on the rebound, he's fouled. And Turner working that jaw a little bit.
That's going to be on Slatton, I believe.
And here comes Verdell Johnson back into the ball game. He replaces Aiden Lawrence, and a big ovation for number 0, who's worked since before halftime trying to get himself back in game shape.
His wrist in the game shape.
Yeah. With it is Ebsmeyer in a 1-point game, and he pushed off. No, he traveled.
5th turnover of the half on Paris. 9th in the game.
Good job by Wilburn to just kind of melt when he felt that contact coming. And Ebsmeyer stumbled forward. Here's Johnson with it. Verdell. Right-hand dribble, drops it down to Wilburn. He goes off the glass. No. On the rebound, Slatton was bumped away.
I think it's going to be on Barton. Yeah.
Second on Reese.
Gave Slatton a pretty good shot in reverse, actually, from behind. And that's going to be on the rebound, so it'll be inbound for Van Far.
Pardon me, that was the 3rd foul. Off the inbound. They get it to Middleton now for Johnson. Verdell to Middleton. Here's the 3. Offline this time, and the rebound pulled down by Paris. Blake Turner grabbed the ball for the Coyotes.
Paris has never led in this game. It'll be interesting to see if they can take the lead.
Wasn't called. They get it out high to Ebsmeyer. Here's Ebsmeyer. Over to the far side now for Connor Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer drives, and what do we have? A push against Van Far.
Be on the drive, so no free throws. Foul's going to go on Latrell Wright, his 3rd.
Pass comes all the way out high for Heitmeyer. Over to the far side. Ball fake for Ebsmeyer. Now kicks it back to Barton. To the near side now for
that was
Mitchell.
A travel.
There's the travel.
There was a travel. The 6th turnover.
Left in this ball game. Here comes Wright. Up the floor to Verdell Johnson. Playing one-handed. To the near side. Now they kick it to Latrell in the near corner into a double team. He's got trouble, and a timeout taken by Coach Pat Conaway. With 4:12 to go in the 4th, it's Van Far 35, Paris 34 on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Center Locker Service, County Market in Vandalia, and Advanced Eye Care. Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate and the Twin Pike Family YMCA.
Interesting dynamic, I've always thought, on the Van Far bench with Coach Redding kind of doing the X's and O's on the in-game adjustments there.
See a lot of that at the college level. You have guys that are offensive coordinators, for lack of it, for using a football term, and defensive coordinators, and they have different conversations in the huddle. Generally, the head coach will have the ultimate call, though.
Oh, yeah. 35-34, but just a great duo, Conway and Redding. Riddell with it in the corner, having trouble, taken away. And what do we have, a foul?
That's on Milton. That's his fifth.
Is it? It is. Oh, my goodness. So he fouls out of the game with 4:06 to play as the leading scorer for the Indians.
That's big.
Sam, 5'9" senior. And off the bench is Latrell Wright to take his spot. Clopton dressed out. They're going to the locker room, getting ready for their game against the Bulldogs. This is getting dicey between Van Far and Paris. Van Far was a 4-point winner, the only other meeting this season between these two teams, back in the Monroe City tournament, right? Or
yeah.
Paris,
yeah. Paris, Monroe City tournament, 47-42.
This one, totally different game. Here's Heitmeyer. Kicks it to Ebsmeyer. Turnaround shot, and Paris has their first lead of the night. He's got 10, and it's 36-35.
So we'll see if that gives Paris a boost of energy or not. Sometimes it does.
Yeah, finally getting over that hump.
Right.
Hanson through Slatton to the near side for Verdell Johnson.
Well, if you're Paris and Verdell gets a good ball, you got to pressure him and try and make him to go left and use that banged up wrist.
They kick it down low, and it's taken away from Wilburn. Back the other way. They slow it down. 5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the near side for Aiden Mitchell. Up high. Now back to Mitchell again. To the post, turnaround shot, and a charge called on number 24, Chris Ebsmeyer. That's his third.
Well, Paris was in this situation the other night against South Shelby in a close game, and they handled themselves pretty well in the final 4 minutes. Now an offensive foul will give Van Far a chance to retake the lead.
Verdell goes to right on the far side. Back to Verdell Johnson. Johnson to the corner for Hanson, playing with 4 fouls. Verdell with it again. Trying to find some room. He goes to the hoop, has that one rim out. Wilburn the rebound, and what do we have?
Going to be a foul on the rebound, I believe.
That's on number 10, Reese Barton, his fourth.
Just the 15th foul, though, so no free throws for the Indians.
Johnson to inbound with 2:31 to play. 36-35 Paris. Lobs it in. Here's Wilburn. Couldn't get a good handle on it, so he jumps it out to Hanson. Hanson three, off the rim, off the backboard, and down.
There's a shooter's roll for you.
That's his third three tonight. Back the other way are the Coyotes, now trailing by a bucket. Over to the far side, and back out top for Heitmeyer. Near point, bounce it down low. That shot off the glass, no. Rebound picked up by Van Far. Riley Hanson got the board. Minute 55 to play. Johnson into the front court for the Indians. Handles the ball out high to Riley Hanson. They go into a little clock maneuver here.
Yeah, going to spread.
Johnson playing with one hand, protects almost like a running back. To Wilburn. Wilburn to the hoop. Had to readjust midair and scores. Colin Wilburn with 2. Oh, that's a big bucket for Van Far. He's got 11. Timeout taken by Paris. 40-36 is the Van Far lead as they try and make the district title game on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, American Family Insurance in Bowling Green, and Eisenbath Auto Supply.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and Kathy Clean.
That was a big bucket.
It was. And now we'll see if Paris has got any kind of answer at all. Actually, 2 tough buckets for a three-pointer that hit the front of the rim from the corner of all things. And then the backboard and drops. You don't see that very often. And then nice body control by Wilburn as he went to the hole, got up in the air and was able to shoot it with the right hand from the left side, kind of like we saw last night a bunch from Harrelson for Clopton.
Yeah.
But he was able to get it to go, turning a 1-point deficit into a 4-point lead.
Connor Heitmeyer starts his dribble and comes across the line. Now to Aiden Mitchell. Mitchell surveys the Van Far defense, try to work it inside. It's taken away. Big rejection of the pass there by Wilburn. And with the ball is Hanson, and he's fouled. 1:09 to play in regulation. Van Far now a 4-point lead. Chance to spread that.
Still not in the bonus yet.
Wilburn will inbound between the Van Far bench and the scorer's table. He gets it into Verdell Johnson. Johnson. Right hand dribble. Ooh. Right on that line.
Heel never touched.
No, it didn't. Hovered over it, but didn't touch. Back to Verdell in the center circle. Dribbles around a man. Around 2 men. Gets it to Slanton off the glass and good. Morgan Slanton has 6 points. Back the other way. Here's a 3. Offline. Rebound. Out of bounds. And what do we have? It's Van Far ball. And another timeout taken. 38.1 seconds to go. Looks like Van Far might pull this one out. They lead by 6 on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102, brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory, and the Dairy Queen in Vandalia.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Bib Beach and Collier Funeral Homes in Liggins Flooring.
This is a big inbound play here for Van Far. On their way to trying to win this game. They're up by 6 with 38.1 seconds to go. They do get it in. To Verdell in the backcourt. If he gets across, they'll have to foul him. They work it down low to Slanton through his hands. And Verdell says that one's on me. 30.7.
Good look, though. Good look. Had a chance to catch and finish, but couldn't do it.
30.7 to go. I think Morgan would have to be about 1.5 inches taller to really have a chance at that pass. And now we've got a foul, and who are they going to call it on?
I think that's going to be on Wright.
It is. That's his 4th.
And Paris will get to put points on the board, possibly without the clock running.
23.5 seconds to go. Heitmeyer at the line. He's got 6 points in this ball game. Shot, good. Earns the second. And he is 5 for 5 from the free throw line. The lead for Van Far, 42-37. Second shot for Heitmeyer is also good. Boy, he is a solid free throw shooter. Here's Hanson, and he's fouled in the backcourt by Ethan Reddington.
Have no choice but to foul now. Hanson will go to the line for the first time with a 1-on-1.
He, the owner of 3 threes, including that unlikely one here a few moments ago.
Foul was on Ethan Reddington, his second. So Hansen can probably put the nail in well, he can't make it a 3-possession game, can he? He can just get it to 6 if he makes both of these.
And the first shot is good, earns the second. Even 10 points for Riley Hansen. 43-38, 20.7 seconds on the clock. And he hit them both. With it is Heitmeyer. Time running out, down to 16 seconds.
Well, they don't have time to do all this.
Work it down low. That shot off the glass is good.
They're out of timeouts.
And out of bounds. No, a foul called on number 10, Reese Barton. That's his 5th. He's done for the night. 2 points is what he finishes with.
So we'll walk the other way, and 2 free throws here would ice this game.
At the line, Morgan Slatton, who's 0 for 2 from the line. It's a 1-and-1 and a timeout taken by Van Far. 7.5 seconds to go. It's a 4-point game on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Orff Construction Company, Betty Davis Insurance Agency, and Binoff Funeral Home.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community: Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Brown's Processing, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Old Tops Pawn Shop.
One more on the docket for tonight as Clopton, the top seed, minus Zach Evans, will take on Louisiana, who's kind of found their game here in the district tournament. This one, 7.5 seconds to go, 44-40 is the Van Far lead on Paris, who have given the Indians quite a game here under some unusual circumstances for Van Far. At the line is Morgan Slatton. Front half of the 1-and-1, he drained it. Morgan Slatton with 7 points tonight. Make it 8.
Got them both. Big free throws there.
Riddell checks out. What a courageous effort for him here in the second half. Really reinvigorated Van Far. Here's a 3. That one goes down. And that's it. 46-43 is our final as Van Far holds on for a big semifinal victory over the Paris Coyotes in this ball game. Post-game show coming up for you next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green. The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Well, a gutsy win for Van Far here in the district semifinal as the 2-seed beats the 3-seed Paris 46-43. Much of the game without Verdell Johnson, who about 2 minutes in injured his off-shooting wrist, and then you get into foul trouble. And with like 4 minutes left, Sam Middleton fouls out of the game. He was the game's leading scorer at that point. And somehow Verdell comes back in. Van Far gets a boost of confidence and pulls together the 3-point victory.
Yeah, it was an emotional boost for him for sure. And he actually made some plays dribbling one-handed. One play right here in front of us. He needed to switch it to his left hand. It stayed with his right and then threw a bullet pass underneath to Slatton, who made the bucket. So, a gallant effort by Van Far. You say all that, they won 47-42 the first time they played. They win 46-43 tonight. So very similar scores. The statistics are all close. It's everything we thought it would be with a little intrigue.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get final scoring numbers so we can get to the next game. In this one for Paris, they got 2 points from Reese Barton, 2 for Clayton Langerud, 4-point night for Aiden Mitchell, 6 for Ethan Reddington, 8 each for Connor Heitmeyer and Blake Turner. Their only double-figure scorer was Ebsmeyer, and that only came on that last-second three. He finishes with 11. For Van Far, 2 points for Latrell Wright, 8 points for Morgan Slatton, maybe the best 4 minutes of his high school basketball career there in the final 4 minutes. 11 points for Colin Wilbert, 11 for Riley Hansen, 14 for Middleton. He only played, he didn't play the last 4 minutes because he fouled out and still is the
406 he fouled out, yeah.
So he still finishes as the game's leading scorer. Johnson, no points, but really I think his presence was worth a 6-point swing for Van Far.
10 turnovers for Van Far, 11 for Paris. As we said, the statistics are all close, and so was the score. 21-6, that's where Van Far is on the season with that win. And Paris will finish the year at 17-10. And as you said, they advance on to Saturday night, 6 o'clock. And they'll await the winner of this game between the arch rivals, the Clopton Hawks and the Louisiana Bulldogs.
46-43 our final, and we'll have the Bulldogs and Hawks for you. Starting with the pregame show next on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by China Cafe USA, Danny Orff Contracting, and Hayden's Motorsports Center. Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, Business 61 North in Bowling Green.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Vernon and Judy Brown are the owners and operators of Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Highway 61 in Silex. Brown's Smokehouse Meats also invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street. For all your smokehouse meats, deer processing, and homemade sausage, be sure to visit Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Silex and Troy.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, you just got full court photo frenzied. So did the Van Far Indians.
That's worth like 1,000 points, isn't it?
What, you or Van Far?
Yeah, that too.
Because it was the whole team for Van Far. Well, when's going to be my turn?
We can hook you right up, my friend. Be careful what you wish for.
Well, we've had one good game tonight, and now what hopes to be another good one is a resurgent Louisiana team taking on a kind of a battered Clopton team at this point.
Well, battered, that may be a little bit of an overstatement. They've got a guy out for sure, and he's a key player in Zach Evans. These two teams met back on February the 4th in Louisiana, and in fact, it was a one-point game at half, and Clopton was able to pull away in the second half and won it 50-42. So similar scoring differentials as what we saw in the previous game in their earlier meeting this year, and I think you mentioned Clopton. They're coming through a stretch where they've had a lot of adversity with 2 weeks of sickness. The game you and I did at Van Far, I think they had 5 varsity players that were out with the flu, and they were able to make a game of that, a very close game as a matter of fact. And so they're used to adversity, and I would expect them to come out hitting on all cylinders. You got another couple days to get the flu bug, whatever may have been the remnants of that in your body out of your system. And so I would guess they're going to have a little boost of energy as well, and I'd be willing to bet Zach Evans is going to be close to the bench somewhere to be an emotional leader for this bunch as well. Louisiana on the other side, as you said, they've played better as of late. Ironically, they played Mark Twain in back-to-back games, final game of the regular season and the first round of this tournament, and they were able to win both of those games. Incidentally, they beat Mark Twain 65-39. Clopton's win was over Silex. The Silex put up quite a fight against Clopton in that first round game, and he went down 49-38. So Clopton, as I said, has had a couple days to adjust. Tony Francis, you and I both talked to him, and he understands how this works. You know, it's a chance for somebody else to step up and grow and make a name for themselves as well. So, and I'm sure that's exactly what he's been preaching ever since Tuesday night.
Well, not only is Zach still part of the team, but he's dressed out. He's the one under the basket right now.
With the boot on.
Yeah, with the boot. But
he's even a little closer than I thought he'd be.
Yeah. I mean, he's out there dribbling around and everything, not going very fast. But another area of concern is whatever's going on with the knee of Kenan Watts. He is a very important player for this Clopton team as far as what they can get out of the post position. And if he's hobbled, he didn't start in the opening round.
That's correct. He did not. See, he's got a new attachment, accessory. He's got a knee brace on tonight that he did not have on Tuesday night. So we'll see how he goes. And, you know, he's an emotional leader. He brings some size and some rebounding and some block shots. Not going to affect him a whole lot scoring-wise because he doesn't score a lot for Clopton. And Zach Evans did score a lot, so that's something that some guys are going to have to pick up some slack. Jared Hain, you know, they're going to need something out of him. Daniel Harvey's played well of late, and, of course, Yates and McPike are the mainstays of this lineup for the last couple of years. So you can expect to see that. The other thing on the Louisiana side, they're in the semifinal of a district championship at 7-17 on the season, and they've got a bunch of young guys. So they're going to have to fight through this first quarter of nervousness and game jitters, and how they adjust to that will go a long way in how this game ends up. Clopton, by the way, they are 18-9 on the season. Kind of the season that I think most people expected. They had a stretch in there at their home tournament where they didn't play so well. But since then, they've been right on the money, and they're ready to go here tonight in this semifinal.
So how Clopton deals with the injuries and how Louisiana deals with being to this point unexpectedly, some would say, at this point of the year, although they are the 4 seed, so they were in the top half of the bracket.
Sure.
But those are kind of our keys, how both teams deal with their issues. And our keys to the game brought to you by Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate. And we'll be back with our starting lineups after this on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Spring Valley Accounting, McDingers, and Stephen R. Chismarich, DDS, and his wonderful staff.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC. Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starters for this ball game, first for the number 4 seed Louisiana Bulldogs. They're coached by Matt Smith. They'll start a 5'9 sophomore, number 1, Tremaine Chapman. 6'2 sophomore, number 2, Mason Washington gets the start tonight. A 5'10 sophomore, number 3, Angel Yalola gets the start at the point. A 6' senior, number 10, Tyler Pedersen in the starting 5. And number 15, a 6'2 senior, Remy Felderworth. So again, for Louisiana, it's Chapman, Washington, Yalola, Pedersen, and Feldworth. For the number 1 seed Clopton Hawks, they're coached by Tony Francis. They'll start a 6'1 junior, number 15, Daniel Harvey. 6'2 senior, number 22, Sean Yates. 6'2 senior, number 35, Malik McPike gets the start. Number 40, a 6' senior, Jared Hain. And number 53, a 6'5 senior, Kenan Watts. So again, for the Hawks, Harvey, Yates, McPike, Hain, and Watts. There's your starters.
Tony Francis, head coach. Matt Smith, the head coach for Louisiana. Louisiana will be in their road red jerseys with white numbers and black trim. Clopton in their home white jerseys. And I believe they have red numbers with black trim on it, if my memory serves me right.
I'm mesmerized by this routine that they're doing.
I've been waiting all year for when they dive like that, two of them to go head-to-head and knock each other out. When I played our team at Ellsbury, we tried that. We'd have an injury. There's no question about it.
Are you saying you weren't the smartest cookies?
Not the sharpest pencils in the box, that's for sure. Let's take a look at some scoring stats for the year. Clopton averages 50.1 a game. Louisiana 44.2. Clopton gives up 42.2 a game, while Louisiana is giving up 51.8 points per game. The winner, if you're just joining us, will get the Van Far Indians, a 46-43 winner over the Paris Coyotes as they raise their record to 21-6 on the season. And they are in a familiar spot. I believe this would be the 3rd year in a row that they are in the district championship game. As the starters are being announced for Louisiana. This is the 3rd, or is it the 4th year Van Far will be in the championship game? I didn't go back and look that far. We know, obviously, it's been 3.
Yeah. Let's see.
Clopton, well, let's see. I think Clopton won it 3 years ago, if I remember right. Yep. I don't remember who they played, though. Did they play Louisiana in that championship game? Back in, what would that be, 2016, I guess?
2016, Van Far was knocked out in the opening round by Canton, who ended up beating Louisiana to get out of the district.
And then in 2017 and 2018, it would be Van Far. No, what's 2018? Take a look at that while you got that up. I was thinking Clopton was in there at some point.
Well, it was a different district then.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
what
they
they're
moved
doing.
around.
They're crossing us up, aren't they?
Yeah, because there was some overlap in there.
That's for sure. This is the first year, I think, we had almost all the teams we cover in the same district, which is kind of rare.
Kind of nice.
It is kind of nice, rather than being spread all over the place. Big John Cockrell's got his son down there on the inline. All the players from Clopton go down and shake hands and give a high five to him. Now they get together. Louisiana will move from our right to our left on your radio dial, KJFM, Eagle102.net. You can watch this game on a live stream. Jim Ross, Mark Froenig, Marianne's with us as well. We're glad to have you with us. The second semifinal is underway, and neither player hits it on the first attempt at the jump, but Louisiana will control it and have the first offensive possession. Clopton comes out in a man-to-man defense. Louisiana's been shooting very well from deep. Turnovers are a problem for them, and they start out with a turnover. Nice steal by McPike for Clopton. They'll have their first offensive possession against Louisiana's man-to-man defense. Hain, the left-hander from the left wing, gets it in the high post to Watts. Watts now to Yates. Yates on the right wing. Had Watts in the post, didn't get it to him. Hain fakes a three from the left wing back to McPike. McPike now gets it to Watts on the right block. He's going to go up and misses it from point-blank range. Washington with the rebound for the Dogs. He'll get it to Felderworth. Felderworth penetrates into the post, goes up, running fall-away jumper. Baby hook, if you will, was no good. And Clopton with the rebound, so empty possessions by both teams right off the get-go. Yates now hands it to Harvey outside the arc. Now in the post to Watts. Back to Hain for three off the back of the ring. No good. High rebound is going to be corralled by Ulo of Louisiana. Up to Washington. Washington drives left baseline. His shot way off the mark. And Watts with the loose ball rebound. Both student sections. Well, Clopton's student section a little light from the other night, but Louisiana here in full force. Yates with it in between the circles. Now puts it on the floor down the paint. Kicks to Hain in the right corner. Nothing doing for him. Now to McPike. McPike guarded by Pedersen to Harvey outside the arc to Hain. As they work slowly against this straight-up man-to-man defense, we've played about 2 minutes, and we have no score in this game. Seen a lot of that this year. A lot of low-scoring games. Yates with it now to McPike. McPike will slash down the paint, but we've got a whistle and a foul on the drive. That'll be on Pedersen, his first. Team's first.
Not only have we seen a lot of low-scoring games, but a lot of stretches where we just go minutes at a time with no points.
Right. And then we also have seen a lot of widespread victories. Margins of victory have been large in this tournament. Clopton gets it after the foul on Pedersen. First team foul on either club. Into the post now to Watts, left block. He tries to get underneath the Pike. Nice pass, nice catch, and a finish by Malik McPike. And he puts the Hawks on the board. They lead at 2-0. 2-2-1 full court pressure and kind of token pressure. Chapman in the far corner now gets it to Ulloa, to Pedersen, near corner to Washington. He'll shoot the three. It's off the mark, no good. They'll look to run. Clopton gets it ahead to Hain. His right-hand layup's up and good. Little cherry picking that time by Jaron Hain, and they lead at 4-0. Louisiana's made a bunch of threes. They can live and die by it, and we'll see how it works out tonight. Chapman back to Felderworth. He'll penetrate down the right lane, off the glass, no good. And the rebound to Clopton. Now to start, Coach Matt Smith was hoping for from his young Bulldogs. Hain on the left wing now. Gets it to the cutter. That's Yates. His shot's up no good, but we've got a whistle and a foul. Is that going to be on Pedersen?
If it is.
Nope, they're going to call it on Ulloa. His first, but that'll send Sean Yates to the line for the first time for either club. He'll get 2 shots.
Heard some folks wondering why, in a game where you're going to need 3-point shooting, why Louisiana wouldn't dress a player like Logan, who is a good outside shooter.
Yeah.
I think it's because probably the strength of the Clopton players. Those are all beefy guys. He's kind of a smaller feller, you know.
Yeah, he is, slight of build, and defensively, he gets in trouble defensively. He's a really good shooter.
Yes, he is.
And he's on the rebound, offensive rebound off the missed free throw. McPike's going to be whistled for his first foul. And they lead it 5-0 against the full court pressure. Into the front court. No problem for the Dogs. Ulloa will settle things. Now McPike comes up limping. And they holler for Eric Schaefer to see what's wrong with McPike. And we've got a sub in the game, and teams are going to the benches, and he's already in. We're ready to play. I don't know what they're waiting on. They've got a sub in. The officials are looking to see what's going on at the end of the bench.
Yeah.
So Louisiana will have it. We'll have to keep an eye on McPike, see what his ailment is. Cramp or who knows. Ulloa trailing by 5-0. Chapman, Harry Key to Patterson, left wing out of Ulloa. To Washington. He'll shoot it from the left wing. That one's in and out, no good. Yates with the long rebound for the Hawks. Loses a handle to Ulloa. They get it back to Chapman. He'll be fouled by Harvey, and they're going to wave off the bucket. Woo! Clopton might have got a break there.
Yes, they did.
That could have been an and one fairly easily. But they're going to say it was on the floor, so Louisiana will have it underneath their own basket right side of the paint. 4:19 to play in the first. 5-0. Clopton on top.
Foul was on Daniel Harvey, his first.
Ulloa gets it into Chapman in the far corner. Tries to drive baseline. No space for him there. They'll whip it around now to Ulloa between the circles. He's going to penetrate, get it to Chapman. Chapman pulls up from the free throw line. Can't get a shot away with Harvey all over him. To Felderworth. Felderworth to Ulloa. They run a little weave action now to Washington. In the near corner to Ulloa at the wing. He'll drive to the free throw line, hand it to Chapman. Chapman ball fakes. No space to shoot once again. So Louisiana's showing pretty good patience this time against a very good defensive Clopton. That's one thing you say about Clopton. They have played defense all year and played it very well. Washington has it now as the student section cheers on the defense from Clopton. Ulloa hands it off to Felderworth. He'll cycle back between the circles. He's going to spin into the paint in the corner to Washington. Back to Felderworth. Felderworth looks to the bench and says, let's try something different. And so they call another play. And Ulloa get a pick from Pedersen. Drives down the paint. His shot up off the glass, no good, but we've got a whistle and a foul. That may be on Walker. We'll see who they get it on. Nope, they're going to call it on Dalrymple. His first, and Louisiana will have their first free throws of the game. Angel Ulloa will do the honors. He'll get 2 shots as well. Down to 3:15 to play in the first, and Louisiana has yet to score. And Ulloa misses everything. It's not very often you see your point guard miss everything on a free throw. There's been some crazy things happening in this tournament, haven't there? Must be a full moon. Second free throw hits the front of the rim and drops, so Louisiana on the board. They still trail 5-1. Harvey walks it into the front court now for the Hawks. To Dalrymple. Dalrymple in the paint now, has it stolen away by Chapman. He'll head the other way. Can he get it to the glass? He does. And he scored a bucket for Tremaine Chapman, his first of the night. It's 5-3. Harvey back into the front court to Yates, right corner to Hayne. He's going to let it fly with the left hand. It's long, no good. Walker with the offensive rebound, throws it in, and who's going to come away with it? We got a tie-up, I think. Chapman and Dalrymple. Walker was in there, and it is a jump ball.
The ladies in the front row came away with not only the ball, but about 5 players.
That looks like Chucky Conway's mom sitting down there on the front row. She used to have some skills, but they were scattering. So the Hawks get it on the alternating arrow. Harvey now to the left wing. Had the key to Yates. Yates to Dalrymple. Gets the man-to-man defense. Now to Hayne. To Yates. He'll get it to Walker, but it's too hot to handle for him. Tried to lead him to the outside, and Walker couldn't control it. The third turnover will give it back to Louisiana. They trail by 2. They get it into Chapman. He'll push it into the front court. He's going to the bucket. His shot's up and in and out. No good. And he tries to get his own rebound. It's loose on the floor. Still loose. And we have bodies everywhere.
Rolling.
You gotta like it. You gotta like it. Everybody getting on the floor.
Clopton student section will have to travel. They weren't going to get that. How about the dog pound? They're packed in.
They're in full force, aren't they? Yes, sir. That's when it's fun.
Dalrymple checks out into the ball game. Number 20, Landon Struess.
On the inbound, we've got a whistle and a foul.
I think it's going to be on Pedersen. It is.
It'll be an illegal screen, I guess, on Pedersen, his second. And Ryan Capps, who actually started the other night, he'll come in the game for Pedersen. 5-3 our score, 2:12 to play in the first. Yates now walks it across the timeline. You know, with McPike out of the game, now might be the time for Louisiana to put on a little more heavy press. Harvey has it now. He'll drive into the paint, tries to throw it to the wing. It's deflected and stolen away by Louisiana. 4th turnover of the game for the Hawks.
Looks like Harvey's wincing a little bit now.
Washington now to Ulloa in between the circles. They're going to call play number 55. From Coach Matt Smith. Chapman on the right wing, now to Felderworth. Left wing to Ulloa. He's open for 3. High arching 3, hits nothing. And saved in by Struess to Walker. Walker now in a double team, gets it out to Yates. They've got a 2-on-2 break. Yates stop and go to the glass, and Felderworth blocks it. Yates comes up with a loose ball, puts it back up, and he'll be fouled by Capps.
Going to be the first on Ryan, and send Sean back to the line for the second time.
Good back and forth action in this first quarter. Just not a lot of scoring going on.
No. Kenan Watts getting ready to check back in for the Hawks.
Yates' first free throw off the back of the rim. He'll get another one. Donovan Richards in now for Louisiana. Ulloa will take a seat. 1:16 to play in the first. Walker out. I guess you said that for Clopton. Yates, second free throw. Front of the rim, rattles around. Touches just about everything and drops. And it's a 6-3 lead for the Hawks. Down to 1:13 to play in the first quarter. Richards now at the point guard for Louisiana. Dribbles to the left wing, looks for a pick and roll with Felderworth. Gets it to the paint. His right-handed runner's up and good. Donovan Richards drops the teardrop on the Hawks. And it's 6-5. We're under a minute to play in the quarter.
McPike back on the bench for Clopton.
They were taping something. I see the trainer with tape and pre-wrap. And I don't know what they taped. I'm going to guess it was an ankle. Yates back to the head of the key, now to Harvey. Harvey drives in the paint, pulls up from 14. It's no good. I think it may have been touched. Nope, they say not. It goes out of bounds back to Louisiana. And Pike will come back in. Struess will take a seat. No full court pressure by the Hawks this time. Full court man. Looks like they'll try and jump and trap if they can. No problem for the Dogs. Down to 25 seconds to play. Louisiana has been, let's just be frank, they've been bad in the last seconds of each quarter. Let's see if they can get a decent shot this time with 16. Chapman's going to get a shot, but it's going to be an illegal pick.
The 3 went down too, but it won't count.
Foul is going to be on Capps, I believe, an illegal pick.
His second.
Now he's got 2. Yeah.
They finally got the shot to go.
And get it wiped out. Down to 10. Let's see how Clopton handles the final possession. Harvey in between the circles gets it to Hayne on the left wing to McPike. He'll shoot a fadeaway 3 at the buzzer. And that's going to do it for the quarter. It's off the mark. Your score to the Clopton Hawks 6, Louisiana Bulldogs 5 in a low-scoring first quarter. You're listening to District Semifinals from Clopton on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia, Wood Smoke Meats, and Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
The staff at Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice are your neighbors. Here are just a few of the programs they have to offer. Baby Basics, breastfeeding peer counseling, natural nurses, car seat safety, farm safety for kids, maternal and child health, safe sitter courses, and WIC, plus much more. Pike County Health Department is a not-for-profit organization as it is funded by tax dollars. So when you use their services, you're putting your tax dollars to work. To keep up to date, be sure to like them on Facebook. Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, located in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Hawks will have it as we start the second quarter. Yates, Hain, Watts, Harvey, and McPike for the Hawks. So their original starting lineup back in the game. They try and force it inside. It's deflected to Yates. He's going to put it up over Felderworth and good. Off the glass. Good shot by Sean Yates. We'll get the lineup for you from Louisiana after they break the timeline. Although Richards in a double team in trouble and throws it away. Stolen by Harvey to Hain. Hain gets it over to Yates, but it's beyond him. So back-to-back turnovers will give Louisiana the ball back. Richards, Felderworth, Washington, Chapman, and Caps for Louisiana. As we're just underway here in the second quarter. 2-2-1 press this time by Clopton as they ratchet up the pressure just a little bit. Felderworth in the backcourt with it. Splits the double team and gets it to Washington underneath the Caps. His shot's up and good. Ryan Caps standing alone, and it's 8-7.
His first 2 points tonight.
Harvey back for the Hawks to McPike. Back to Harvey. Skip it in the far corner to Yates. To McPike inside the arc now. He has it swat away and stolen by Richards. 6th turnover of the game for Clopton. That's a bunch for them. Richards going to drive in the paint. Gets it down to Caps. His shot up and good. Gave a little ball fake. Got the bucket. Louisiana has their first lead. And Coach Tony Francis wants a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 6:47 to play in the half. You're listening to District Championship on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 brought to you by Twin City Bowl, Airco Convenience Centers, and Silex Banking Company.
Let Bowling Green Insurance be your crop insurance specialist. Bowling Green Insurance Agency and NAU Country provide farmers with superior crop insurance protection and the fast, friendly service our customers deserve. Call Fred Carlson or Jackie Mayer at 573-324-CROP or stop by our office at 310 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green to discuss a protection plan that is right for your farming operation. NAU Country and Bowling Green Insurance are an equal opportunity provider.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
Out of the timeout, Clopton has it in the front court now. Louisiana in a 2-3 zone. Don't see them play zone very often. Harvey's open from the wing. He won't take it. Gets in the high post to Watts. Back to Yates. He'll shoot the three from the head of the key. It's off the rim. No good. But Walker high for the rebound for the Hawks. He'll kick it out to Harvey, and they'll reset. Skip pass over to McPike on the right elbow. He'll step behind the arc, skip it back to Harvey. He'll drive left baseline, has it poked from behind, but Walker comes away with the loose ball for the Hawks. In the block to McPike. He puts up over Caps off the glass and scores. Malik McPike with his fourth bucket of the night. 4th point, I should say, of the night. And the Hawks retake the lead at 10-9.
Yeah, it's definitely dragging that leg, though. Hope it's not anything that's going to flare up after he takes that shoe off.
As they try an entry pass, and it's kicked by Yates. He won't take that shoe off till tonight, trust me. And he probably won't sit down much at halftime.
No.
So after the kick violation, Hain comes back in. Watts will take a seat for Clopton. Richards dribbles to the left wing on a pick and roll with Caps. He's going to pull up for three. It's off the glass, no good. Long rebound tracked down by McPike. And he'll get it to Harvey. Up quickly to Hain on the right wing, back to Harvey. Head of the key. He's just reluctant to shoot, and he's a good shooter. I think he ought to let it fly more often than he does.
Yes.
Personally. But there's a reason I'm up here, not down there. Coaching. Hayne looks at it from the left wing, won't let it go. Now to Harvey ahead of the key. He'll shoot it. There it is. Right on cue. A three-pointer from Daniel Harvey, and the lead's 13-9. Gets the 2-3 pressure. Louisiana being patient. Get it into the front court. Now to Chapman in the far corner. He'll shoot a high arcing three. It's an air ball. Walker with the rebound.
Riley Walker just a ball magnet, isn't he?
Baseball pass ahead to Hayne, but it was deflected by Richards. And Clopton will have it underneath their own basket. Wyatt Harrison into the game now for Louisiana as Chapman will take a seat. McPike to throw it in left side of the paint. He's got Walker underneath by himself. He puts it up and scores. Defense went to sleep, let Walker get position. And the lead's the biggest of the night at 6 now, 15-9. Back comes Louisiana, but we've got a whistle, and they're going to call a foul before the shot, I believe. Foul's going to go on
Jared Hayne. His first.
So Louisiana will have it underneath their own basket, left side of the paint, with 4:38 to play here in the first half. Richards to throw it in. He'll get it to Caps. Caps on the block. Skips it back to Richards in the corner. He'll dribble out of trouble to Felderworth at the head of the key. Felderworth yet to score. And now he has it stolen by McPike. Fourth turnover of the game on Louisiana. Right wing, Hayne is open for three. It's off the back of the rim and loose. And Washington comes away with the rebound, and now he'll be fouled by McPike. That's a bad foul from 84 feet away. In fact, I don't think McPike aimed the foul on him. He just turned and kind of ran into him. And Dalrymple will come in. McPike will take a seat. And for Louisiana, Uloa, Richards to the bench. 15-9 our score. Clopton with their biggest lead of the game by 6. 4:10 to play in the first half. Uloa into the front court. Right wing now to Washington. Washington gets it down to Caps on the block. His left-handed shot won't go. Hayne with the rebound. Missed one from point-blank range. Harvey now dribbles into the front court. Looks to the sideline and gets directions. Harvey now left wing to Dalrymple. Back to Harvey between the circles. Louisiana still in that 2-3 zone. Harvey ahead of the key, gets to Walker in the post area. Left corner now to Dalrymple. To the short corner to Yates. He'll go up from 10. No good. Rebounds loose to Yates. Falls right in his hands. He'll score the layup. Right man in the right spot. Timeout on the floor. 3:25 to play in the half. The Hawks lead is 17-9. Here's some Clopton District Championship action on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Sparks Heating and Air, PJ's Salon, Central Elevator, and Night Equipment. If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. They'll be there for you when the sun comes up.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Air Evac, Spring Hollow Coffee, and J&D Tire and Auto.
Louisiana out of timeout. They need a basket. Pedersen and Uloa both return with their 2 fouls. Well, actually, Pedersen just with 2 fouls. They need to get some offense going here. Uloa penetrates to the free throw line now to the right wing. Still has his dribble. Hands it back to Pedersen. Pedersen to Harrison. Harrison, they run a little lead to Uloa. Good defense by the Hawks. Under 3 minutes to play. Louisiana having trouble finding open space. Clopton knows who the shooters are, that's for sure. Uloa penetrates, it won't go. Caps with the offensive rebound, put back up and good.
Nice foul by Ryan Caps. He's got 6 points.
And it's 17-11, down to 2:40 to play in the half. Harvey gets it in the high post to Walker. He travels. 7th turnover. I didn't really see that, did you? Must have been a little quick slide of the pivot foot or something.
Yeah, I think he looked one way and then went to pass the other and slid on through.
Low into the front court now for the Hawks. Gives it to Caps at the head of the key to Washington. Washington hasn't scored yet tonight either. Now he goes in the paint. That's going to be a charge. Ran into Walker. Walker's good at that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to call a charge or a travel. They went with the more serious one for Louisiana. The turnover gives it back to the Hawks with a 6-point lead.
Watts up off the bench. He'll come in for Walker. No, it's going to be for Dalrymple. So the Hawks have the ball and the lead, 17-11. We're down to 2:10 to play in the half. Harvey into the front court now. High post to Watts. Right wing to Yates. To Walker on the block. His drop step turnaround baby hook's no good. Washington with the rebound. To Uloa into the front court for the Dogs. They got to stop waiting and setting up. They got to get something going before Clopton gets their bearings defensively because they've got them locked down right now. Uloa between the circles now as they stare at this man-to-man defense. Don't know what to do with it. Washington now on the dribble to the paint. His finger roll shot won't go, and he'll tie up with Hayne for the jump ball. And on the alternating arrow, Louisiana will maintain possession.
Louisiana's a quick team if they want to go that route, try and get it up the floor, but
on the inbounds, Pedersen on the catch outside the arc. He goes into the paint, loses a handle. 5th turnover of the game, and Harvey goes the other way. Finger roll layup, up and good. Daniel Harvey with the bucket, and it's 19-11, matching the biggest lead of the game at 8. Down to 1:10 to play in the first half.
Felderworth and Chapman getting ready to check back in for the Bulldogs.
He may have left them on the bench too long, actually. Washington with it now to Uloa ahead of the key. Uloa not really a scorer, he's a distributor. Harrison now has it, he'll lose the handle, fumbles it off to Watts. 6th turnover. And now Coach Francis is screaming, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
He probably burns more calories a game than his players.
He definitely gets up and down.
Yes, he does.
Walker in trouble on the far sideline, and he'll have to call a timeout to keep from a 5-second violation. We'll step aside as well. 34 seconds to play in the half, 19-11 Clopton. You listen to District Action on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Frankfurt Farm Supply, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Young Enterprises.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
34.4 seconds to play here in the first half. 19-11. Clopton leads it. And they'll have it for what could be the final possession of this half. We'll see how they want to play it. They'll lob it into the backcourt. Yates will track it down. Guarded by Uloa. Yates now right wing to Hayne. Back to Yates. Yates is going to penetrate in. He's going to take it to the glass. It's partially blocked, and we've got a whistle. And what is it? It's an offensive foul on Yates. Ran over Caps.
That's hard to do.
That's not what Coach Francis drew up, I'm sure.
Well,
so the dog,
judging by the look on his face, you're right.
So the Dogs will get a chance to have the final score of the half. Into the front court, Chapman to Washington. Gives it back to Chapman. His layup's up and good. Nice little give and go there for the Dogs. And it's 19-13. Hawks will have to hurry. Down to 6. Yates still in the backcourt, looking for a pick. Pulls up from the right wing. 3 off the mark, no good. That'll do it for the first half. Your score, the Clopton Hawks 19, the Louisiana Bulldogs 13. The Cellular Satellite Center halftime show is next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
People's Bank & Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank & Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Welcome back to Clopton High School. We're at half for the second semifinal in this Class 2 District 5 championship tournament, and the Clopton Hawks lead at 19 to 13, I say, if I can speak. And another weird half of basketball, Mark.
Yeah, 6-5 after one. Clopton pulls ahead there in the second quarter, but then it was Louisiana making a little noise late. A couple unforced errors by the Hawks, and the Bulldogs were coming back down the floor, and that's a little frustrating for Tony Francis. You're already having to deal with so many things, and then mental lapses shouldn't factor into that equation.
You would hope not. But game is a long way from being over with. As we said, they met earlier in the season. 50-42 was the score of that game. We're a long way from getting to 50-42 right now.
Yeah, this is just low-scoring game. But it's been fun to watch, and Clopton, trying to make it an all Clopton championship night on Saturday. The girls are already in against Paris. They want to be there too and really get this place rocking. Their home floor, and it'd be great for them to have both teams in there. But the Bulldogs, they're young, they're plucky, and they want to spoil the party here tonight.
Yeah, maybe they'll shake out of it in the second half. They got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. They're only down by 6, and their leading scorer, Mason Washington, hadn't scored.
Yeah.
So it could be worse, but not a whole lot worse right now for the Dogs. Let's take a break. There wasn't a whole lot of scoring in the first half, but we'll tell you about it when we come back after this on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Center Locker Service, County Market in Vandalia, and Advanced Eye Care.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community: Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Eolia Landscaping Supply, Meyer Implement, and Calumet of Missouri.
Well, as you might imagine from the score, 19-13, Clopton on top. Nobody in double figures for either club, but let's take a look at the Hawks. Sean Yates leads them with 6, 5 for Daniel Harvey, 4 for Malik McPike, and 2 each for Jared Hain and Riley Walker. Hawks were 2 for 4 from the free throw line, turned it over 7 times. Their biggest lead of the first half was 8 points for Louisiana. They're led by Ryan Capps. He's got 6, 4 for Tremaine Chapman, 2 for Donovan Richards, and 1 for Angel Ulloa. They led by 1. That was early in the game, and actually, it really wasn't early in the game. Well, it was late in the second, early in the second quarter, and they turned it over 6 times. So statistics all pretty close. Score pretty close, but when you're looking at 19-13, 6 points is a pretty big lead.
Yeah, that can seem like a whole lot when there's that little scoring going on, for sure. Earlier tonight, it was Van Far over Paris, 46-43. Big story in that one. Apparent wrist injury for Verdell Johnson. He did come back in and play one-handed and really sparked Van Far into the championship game. Last night, it was Paris over Ellsbury, 54-49, and Clopton over South Shelby, 40-31. So the Clopton Lady Hawks will take on Paris at 4 o'clock on Saturday in the ladies' championship game. Then the men's championship game will be Van Far against either Clopton or Louisiana at 6 o'clock is when that one's scheduled to start on Saturday.
And both games, no matter who comes out of it, should be pretty good games. So if you don't have anything going on, early start so you can come and watch basketball, be done by about 8 o'clock, and go on your merry way for your Saturday night affairs.
There you
which
go.
Would be go to bed for me.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're old. 19-13, our score after 2. Clopton back out of the locker room, still waiting for the Bulldogs. Great crowd here tonight for these district semifinals, and we'll be back with the second half after this on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, American Family Insurance in Bowling Green, and Eisenbath Auto Supply. Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Well, looking down, even Mason Street is dressed out tonight for Clopton, and haven't seen him on the bench at number 33 in a while for the Hawks.
You got Evan Lockeman dressed out too. He's got a boot on his leg, so you got 2 players with boots.
Now, are they the same leg, or can we have a set of boots?
I can't tell which one.
Lockeman is the right one.
Yeah. I can't see Evans. He's on the other side. So, yeah, interesting that we've got a number of boots.
Now,
and we're not talking about cowboy boots.
No. I'm wondering, are boots actually foot-specific? Or are they just straight?
And it is Evans' left one, by the way. So, yeah, they've got matching boots.
All right.
So the Hawks will have it to start the second half. It looks like they'll have their original starting lineup back in the game, as will the Bulldogs. Clopton will move from our right to our left on your radio dial. In this second half, they lead at 19-13. Jim Ross, Mark Froenig, Marianne Everhart, glad to have you with us. Got Brendan back at the station running roughshod over this operation. Glad to have him with us as well. Backdoor cut from Watson to high post. He tries to get it to McPike, but it's an errant pass, and a turnover gives it right back to Louisiana on the first trip down the floor for the Hawks. Ulloa to the right wing. We'll see if Louisiana can get untracked on the offensive end, as Clopton's been really good defensively. They'll lay off Ulloa because he won't shoot from three very often. And Hain has that figured out. He just lags back in the paint and waits for him. Doesn't want to get beat off the dribble as Ulloa continues to dribble between the circles. Dribble entry to the right wing. Fakes the handoff now, still has the ball. To Pedersen, back to Ulloa. Good defense by McPike. On Washington. Washington has not scored in this game. They'll hand it off to Washington on the weave. He'll get a pick from Pedersen, left wing to Chapman now. Chapman penetrates into the paint. His runner won't go. Washington goes high for the rebound, down on the floor. And Watts comes away with it. They'll get it ahead to Hain. He tries to beat Felderworth to the bucket, and he does for the layup. Jared Hain with his fourth point of the game stretches the lead back to 21-13. 8 points being the biggest lead of the game.
Not only has Mason Washington not scored, but we haven't called Remy Felderworth's name yet.
That is true. Two of your bigger guns. Chapman open for three, left wing. It's good. See if that gets him on track. He can fill it up when he finds the range. Full court pressure, no problem for the Hawks. Hain goes in and has it swatted away by Felderworth, and he maintains possession after the block. Felderworth across the timeline now, down to 6 minutes to play. Gets into the paint, loses his footing as Yates tried to take the charge, and he got a travel violation.
6:03 to play here in the third quarter. 5-point Clopton lead.
Full court man pressure by Louisiana as they mop up a little sweat where Yates went down underneath the basket.
The sweat crews have been fantastic here this week.
They have. Aren't you glad we brought that up?
Yeah.
I think you brought that up, actually.
You know, we're just striving for positive change.
Oh, man, I tell you right now, as they get it in bounds, nearly on the way. Harvey now ahead the other way. Now he's got a little 3-on-2 break, and he'll just take it to the glass and score the layup. Again, nobody stopped the basketball. As I was about to say, those mop guys, they're living the dream, getting to come out on the floor doing that. Got to make good grades to get to do that, I bet you. Washington on the dribble to the paint for Louisiana. A little baby left-handed hookup and good. So Mason Washington on the board for the first time. And it's 23-18. Yates into the front court now for the Hawks. Gets it back to McPike. McPike walks it to the right wing to Harvey. Harvey holds it above his head. Now to Yates between the circles. He has it swatted away by Ulloa, but Yates gets it back. Now to Harvey, just outside the arc, head of the key. Back to Yates cutting in. They're going to call a foul on Ulloa as he reached in from behind. That'll be his second. Team's first. And Harvey will throw it in left side of the paint. Under the Hawk basket with 5:08 to play in the third. Yates open for three off the inbound. It's off the mark, no good. Chapman with the rebound. He'll look to run, and oh my, Yates got away with it.
So did Harvey.
Body block. No whistle. No harm, no foul, I guess, huh?
Uh-huh.
Back come the Dogs. Chapman right wing. Head of the key now to Washington. They'll look for Chapman on the left side now. Drills into the paint. A teardrop runner. Back to the rim. No good. And Hain with the rebound for the Hawks. And he tries to give it to Harvey and throws it away. Another unforced error there by the Hawks.
It hit the official. And I think Harvey kind of laid off so he didn't take him out.
So Ulloa will throw it in for the Dogs. He'll get it to Chapman. Chapman, right wing head of the key to Pedersen. Pedersen left wing now to Felderworth. Felderworth on a pick and roll with Pedersen. He's going to pull up from three. It's good. Felderworth's first points of the night. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point game. That 8-point deficit's been erased. And Yates has it stolen by Washington. He'll go to the glass with the layup, up and good. And just like that, we're tied. Timeout on the floor. 4:12 to play in the third. 23 all. Clopton's timeout. Listening to the district championship games on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102, brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory, and the Dairy Queen in Vandalia.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Hinky Construction, Midwest Pest Professionals, and Perkins Electrical Service.
Looks like there's some sort of issue between Louisiana's scorebook and the score table.
Well, I think they're talking about timeouts. I think they gave that timeout to Clopton, if I'm not mistaken. I say they've got 2 left, but I wouldn't bet my next paycheck on that either. Ulloa nearly steals the inbounds pass.
Yeah, you don't like to gamble with that much money.
Yeah, right. It's not much, but it's all I've got. So Harvey will throw it inbounds after Ulloa couldn't corral the tip. Gets it to McPike. He'll dribble into the front court. Gets to Walker. He'll drive left baseline. His shot's no good. There's a whistle and a foul, however, on Felderwood. Just his first. That's a good thing because he tends to occasionally get in foul trouble. Not so far tonight. Riley Walker will go to the line. He'll get 2 shots. And it's good. A line drive free throw that time. He will get the second. Where's number 51? Second one front of the rim. No good. Washington with the rebound for Louisiana. So the Hawks lead by 1, 24-23. Felderworth dribbles to the right wing. Now backs up. Gives it to Ulloa. Down to 3:50 to play in the third. Ulloa fakes the handoff. Still has the ball. Dribbles to the baseline. Jumps up in the air and throws it away. Stolen by McPike. He'll dribble out of trouble into the front court. Now in a double team as Louisiana's turned up the screws on defense. To Yates from 15. It's no good. Walker with the offensive rebound on the backside. He'll hand it off to McPike. McPike to Hain. Hain to Yates. All outside the arc. Outside the key area. Now to Hain. Right wing now to McPike. McPike gets it underneath the Walker. He'll go up with the right hand. No good. Felderworth with the rebound. Dribbles out of trouble now and gets it into the front court. To the right wing, crosses over, gets in the paint, spin move to the glass. Oh, won't go. Kind of lost his footing a little bit on that spin. He's done that quite a bit this year, but couldn't get it to go. So the Hawks still with the lead and the ball. And McPike is going to be fouled. I think they'll call that on Ulloa. That'll be 3 on Angel. And Richards will come in for him. Richards just a freshman. Louisiana plays, with the exception of Felderworth and Pedersen, all underclassmen. Sophomores and freshmen, to be exact. McPike on the right wing, fakes the handoff to Harvey, actually dribbles into the corner, now gets it back to Harvey. He'll penetrate to the right elbow, up from 10, no good. Walker on the glass again on the offensive end. To McPike, he'll shoot the 3, back the ring, no good. Another long rebound corralled by Hain. Louisiana getting killed on the glass right now. Harvey to Hain out of the double team, now to Yates at the head of the key. Right wing to Walker. Walker back to McPike, down to 2:15 to play in the third. 24-23 our score. Clopton on top in another low-scoring game. Walker goes to the glass. It won't go. Cut down the paint. A nice scoop layup that time, but it wouldn't fall. And Louisiana with the rebound. Washington pulls up from 16. It's off the front of the rim. No good. Just inside the key. Harvey up quickly to Hain. 2-on-2 now. Yates joins the fun. His layup's up and good. Count the bucket and the foul. Foul's going to go on Felderworth. They hit the trailer in Yates. He hung with the play and is rewarded with the layup and a chance for a three-point play.
Felderworth checks out.
Caps will come in for him.
Dalrymple comes in for Hain.
Yates will go to the line and try and complete the old-fashioned three-point play. He's 2 for 4 from the line so far tonight. 1:46 to play in the third. Free throw's good. The lead goes back to 4, 27-23. Louisiana led early in the second quarter. That's their only lead of the game. They trail by 4 here. Richards on the right wing waits for the pick. Washington steps through that. Now into the corner to Chapman. Chapman drives into the paint. He'll go up in the crowd. No good, but there's a whistle and a foul. And that may be on Walker. It is. His first. And Tremaine Chapman will go to the line.
Win or lose, this is great experience for the Bulldogs at the present point of their development.
Without question. The first free throw is good by Chapman. Yeah, and it's one of those deals we've talked about. The longer Louisiana stays close, the greater confidence they're going to have, and it'll continue to grow, especially if they can ever take the lead. Although we saw that with Paris. They took the lead, and then they fell apart in the first game against Van Far. Both free throws good by Chapman. 27-25. Our score down to a minute 20 to play in the third. Yates drives into the paint, kicks to Walker inside the arc corner. Skip past near corner. Dalrymple for 3. Off the back of the ring, no good. McPike with the offensive glass. It won't go. Washington comes away with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled.
Going to be on Yates? No.
It's going to be on McPike, his third. And Louisiana will have it underneath the Clopton basket. Pedersen will get it into Richards. No full court pressure by the Hawks this time. Down to a minute to play in the quarter. Richards, right wing to Chapman. Spins out of trouble. He'll drive to the block. Up off the glass and good. Tremaine Chapman. He's got 7.5, 11 for the game. McPike back into the front court for Clopton to Yates. Skip pass to Dalrymple in the hill corner. He'll pass on the 3 this time to Harvey. Out of Yates, head of the key. Yates to McPike. He'll eye it, decides not to take the 3. To Yates, they take a look at the clock. It's down to 33 seconds in the third. Harvey in the far corner now on the block to McPike. He puts it up off the glass, no good, and there's a whistle and a foul. Is it going to be on McPike? It is, and that's going to be his 4th. Ruh-roh. And he'll have to come out, and Hain will come in for him. We're tied at 27. 24 ticks to play in the third. How will Louisiana handle this final seconds of the quarter? Richards is going to walk it across the timeline. They're going to try and play for 1. Down to 15. They start with about 12. Pedersen now throws it away. Unbelievable. Yates the other way for the left, and Washington comes from behind, gets a block, but they say he fouled him, and McPike will go to the line to shoot 2 shots with 5 seconds to play in the quarter. So a chance to play for the final shot and a turnaround to where the Hawks have a chance to score from the free throw line.
Foul was the second on Washington. Yates to the line. Kenan Watts about to check in.
Yates' first free throw is up and good. He'll get a second. Watts comes in. Dalrymple will take a seat. And they're going to send Watts back defensively to try and help protect the basket on a driving player from Louisiana in this final seconds. And Walker got away with moving too fast. The bucket goes. And it's a 2-point lead for Clopton. Ahead to Pedersen. He'll shoot it from 16 off the back of the rim. No good. That'll do it for the third quarter. The Clopton Hawks 29. The Louisiana Bulldogs 27. Don't go away. The fourth quarter's next on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Orff Construction Company, Betty Davis Insurance Agency, and Binoff Funeral Home.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Vernon and Judy Brown are the owners and operators of Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Highway 61 in Silex. Brown's Smokehouse Meats also invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street. For all your smokehouse meats, deer processing, and homemade sausage, be sure to visit Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Silex and Troy.
Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, Business 61 North in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
29-27 as we start the fourth quarter. Louisiana will have the basketball. Pedersen, Richards, Washington, Chapman, Caps.
Talk about, trouble getting to see what would happen if they got over the hump. They got even, and then a big turnover makes it a 2-point deficit as Clopton pulls ahead.
Harvey, Watts, Yates, Walker, and Hain for the Hawks as we start the fourth quarter. Richards with it on the far sideline. Will get a pick and roll from Caps. He'll shoot it from 15. It's good. Richards, that kind of looked like he wanted to pass it, but went ahead and shot it, and we're tied again at 29. 1-2-2 full court press.
Almost looked like an alley-oop pass.
Yeah. They'll try and double team if they can, but Clopton able to stay out of that. They get it to Hain in the far corner, and Clopton will set their offense with 7:20 to play in the game. We're tied at 29. Hain skips it left side to Walker. Walker holds it above his head now to Harvey in the corner. His three is no good. Hain with the offensive glass gets it to Yates. He'll pull up from 8. Short arms it no good. Gets his own rebound and puts it up and won't go. But it will have a whistle and a foul. The Hawks are hitting the offensive glass hard right now.
Big, strong. Louisiana doesn't have an answer for that.
They need to put a body on somebody would be a start. Free throw from Yates is good, so he's perfect in the second half from the free throw line so far. And the lead is 1. Now it's 2. 31-29 with 7 minutes to play. We're in the fourth. Winner gets Van Far. Richards drives into paint, tries to hand it off to Chapman. Harvey jumps it, drives to the bucket. His layup's up and good. Count the bucket and the foul. Oh my, 2 big turnovers by Louisiana has cost them here in the last minute and a half of this game. And Harvey will go to the line with a chance to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. Felderworth and Ulloa return for the Dogs.
God, you just see it in the face of Zach Evans how much he wants to be on the floor right now, but he is loving the effort right now from the Hawks.
3-point free throw is good for the 3-point play. And now Richards will come in and Chapman will take a seat. Lead back to 5. Louisiana ties it and then immediately turns it over a couple times, and a 5-point lead now for the Hawks. Down to 6:40 to play in the game. Louisiana unable to take care of the basketball. They've got 11 turnovers. Richards pulls up from the elbow, no good. Offensive rebound for Felderworth. He'll put it back up. It rattles around, won't go. Yates with the rebound for the Hawks. He looks for some help, gets it to Harvey. Harvey now up the far sideline, and maybe got away with the carry to Yates now at the head of the key. Left wing to Walker. Louisiana in a sagging man-to-man. Actually, it's a 2-3 zone, it looks like. Yates. I'd pull it out if I was Clopton. Make him come and get me. Harvey to Watts in the short corner. Back to Harvey on the wing. Skip pass in the near corner to Hain. Now to Yates. Clopton in no hurry. They lead by 5. We're down to 5:45 to play in the game. Harvey to Watts in the far corner, back to Harvey. He'll penetrate right elbow, pulls up from 15. Back to the rim, no good, but Watts on the offensive glass once again. Louisiana can't keep him off the boards. Harvey's going to penetrate, now reverse field on the wing. To Walker in the high post, to Watts in the short corner. He'll shoot it from 10. It's an air ball to Felderworth. Felderworth into the front court for Louisiana. He dribbles it off his foot and goes out of bounds. Woo-wee. Louisiana can't get out of their own way right now. Chapman will come in. Richards will take a seat with 5:18 to play in the ball game. Full court 2-2-1 press this time by Louisiana. Harvey stares it down. Still in the back court to Yates. Back to Harvey. He'll spin into the front court now. No problem for the Hawks against the pressure. They really didn't turn up the screws very much there. Hayne now on the right wing for the Hawks. Dribbles it between the circles. Now to the left wing to Yates. He'll penetrate in, gets to the short corner to Watts. His pass deflected, but Yates corrals it. Now to Hayne, right corner to Harvey. Harvey skips it back to Yates. He's open on the right wing. He'll drive into the block. His shot's no good, but Walker on the offensive glass. And a rebounding foul on Felderworth.
That's the third on Remy.
And we'll shoot free throws, because I believe that's the 18th foul. It is. And Riley Walker will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1.
3 points tonight for Riley.
4:43 to play in the game. Riley misses the first, and another offensive rebound by the Hawks. Yates tracks it down. Well, you don't have to look very far if Louisiana doesn't win this game. You can look at the rebounding stats. Now a pass deflected, stolen by Felderworth. Good defensive play. Felderworth drives and kicks it to Chapman. He's open for three. That's an air ball as well. And we've got a tie up on the offensive rebound. And on the alternating arrow, Clopton will get it back. 4:24 to play here in the ball game. 34-29. Yates in the double team in the backcourt. He throws it. Hayne runs into Caps, and they're going to call the foul on Caps, I believe.
That'll be a third on Ryan. And we'll send Jared Hayne to the line.
Just 3 team fouls on the Hawks. So Louisiana a long way from getting to shoot free throws in this game. Hayne with the first, rattles in and out. So back-to-back misses on front ends by Clopton. Washington from three from the left wing is good. And a timeout on the floor. 34-32, 4:09 to play in the game. Listen to Clopton District Championships on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by China Cafe USA, Danny Orff Contracting, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Twin Pike Family YMCA.
34-32 our score. Clopton with the lead and the ball out of the timeout. Full court man pressure. And it's deflected and stolen by Yaloa. Chapman stepped back. Now a drive from paint off the glass, up and good, and we're tied. Chapman with the bucket. And it's 34 all. Now we have a whistle and a foul in the back court. And Yates will go to the other end and shoot free throws, where he's been really good tonight. He'll get 2 as well.
He'll need to hit these to redeem himself. That pass was inexcusable on the other end.
A little errant.
Yeah.
He's been stalwart for a number of years for this Clopton basketball team. Can he lead them to the championship game?
There you go.
He makes the first. And Pike will return. Watts will take a seat. Pedersen returns. Caps to the bench for Louisiana. Yates will get a second.
And Malik playing with 4 fouls.
Dribbles it 3 times, spins it, and fires.
There you go.
Sets it in front of his eyes and just kind of flicks his wrist. And he made them both. Back comes Chapman. He goes to the block. His shot in and out, no good. McPike with the rebound from point-blank range. Couldn't get it to go. Walker now into the front court to Hain. Hain lets the defense bypass him. And now give it to Walker. Or check that, McPike. McPike now to Yates to Hain in between the circles. Left wing to Walker. In the corner now to Harvey. Near corner right in front of Coach Francis. To Hain between the circles. Down to 3:25 to play in the game. 2-point lead. Harvey reverse dribble, gets to the paint. His shot up, no good. But he's going to be fouled by Yaloa. And Harvey, a good free throw shooter, will get 2 shots.
That's 4 on Angel.
Nice spin move that time. Yeah, I don't think they're supposed to be able to huddle like that, but that rule was put in when I was still refereeing. Harvey makes the first free throw. He'll get a second. Uloa take a seat. Richards back in for the Dogs. You got to leave Uloa in. You got to be able to play with 4 fouls with 3 minutes to go in a ball game of this magnitude. Second free throw's good. And it's back to a 4-point lead. So Louisiana ties it. They've tied it twice now in the second half and haven't been able to take advantage of it. And now they trail by 4. Fell to work to Pedersen. Right wing to Chapman. Chapman on the dribble. He's open for 3 from the right wing. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebounds loose, and Hain will pick it up for the Hawks. Gets out of the double team to McPike. McPike now being hounded by the defense, still in the backcourt. And he got a whistle and a hand check foul on Pedersen. And the Hawks will go back to the free throw line. I'm going to tell you what, the fouls and the free throws are going to be gaudy in favor of the Hawks in this game.
Yes, they are.
And I'm going to tell you the stat we've talked about all week is going to come into play in this one as well. Made free throws. As McPike makes the first, he'll get a second. 2:53 to play. Dogs in trouble. Second free throw is no good, and Hain got the offensive rebound, but a little push in the back of Washington helped him do that. He'll be whistled for the foul, and Louisiana will get it back with 2:52 to play in the game. They need a bucket in the worst way. Here comes some full court pressure by the Hawks to try and slow them down. Full court man going to back off and not turn it up too much. Richards into the front court for the Dogs. On the dribble now. His runner's up, no good, but we've got a whistle and a foul. They're going to call that on Walker, I believe.
Hain.
On Hain.
His third.
And Donovan Richards, the freshman, will go to the line. I believe he's going to get 2. 15 foul. First free throw up and good. He'll get a second. Down to 2:40 to play. Scoring with the clock not running. That's a good thing for the Dogs. Second free throw's up, rattled around, and drops. A good free throw shooting by the freshman. Here comes the full court pressure by the Dogs. Harvey gets it into McPike. McPike up the sideline. Finds some space to Walker. He'll go to the glass. His up and under. Oh, it's swatted away by Felderworth. Up against the wall. Good defensive play by the rim and did not foul on that in that situation. But the Hawks get it back underneath their own bucket. McPike to throw it in. Left side of the bucket. Inbounds on the ground. It deflected, and Hain comes up with a loose ball. He's in a double team now to Harvey. Down to 2:25 to play. Yates to Hain. Hain gets it back to Yates. He's going to drive right through. Chapman won't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. His putback's no good, and there's a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to go on Washington. Another offensive rebound given up by Louisiana. And Sean Yates will go back to the line and shoot 2 shots.
That's 4 on Mason.
And Yates doing what he does and making another free throw. He'll get a second. It rattles around and drops. And it's back to a 5-point lead, down to 2:10 to play. Ulloa in a hurry for Louisiana. He runs over Walker, but he started falling about 2 steps before Ulloa got there. That would have been an Academy Award if he got that one. So that'll send Ulloa to the free throw line to shoot 2. We didn't even have the best angle of that. You could see he was falling down before about a step too early.
Yeah, that wasn't Academy. That was WWE right there.
Hey, you can't fault the try, right? Ulloa makes the first free throw. He'll get a second. 2:07 to play in the game. 41-37. Ulloa makes them both. And it's back to a one-possession game. Timeout on the floor. 2:07 to play. 41-38. Clopton leads it. Come back for the finish on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Spring Valley Accounting, McDingers, and Stephen Arch's Marriage, DDS, and his wonderful staff.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
2:07 to play in the game. 41-38. Well, it's everything we expected, I think, isn't it?
This whole night has been.
They haven't been high-scoring, energetic with exciting plays up and down action, but they've been very competitive, and they're both going to come down to the wire. As the Hawks will have it underneath the Louisiana basket, leading by 3.
Winner takes on Van Far Saturday at 6. They beat Paris 46-43.
Now here comes a trick play. Hope Louisiana realizes Clopton's going the other way, as Clopton has all 4 players lined up on the baseline right in front of Harvey. I was looking for a baseball pass. They didn't get it, but he does get it into Yates. Back to Harvey against the full court pressure into the front court. Splits the defense. Now into the front court to set it up. McPike now skip past the Walker, but it's out of bounds. Too tall for him. So the pressure worked for the Dogs. And they'll get it back in a one-possession game with 1:55 to play in the contest. Ulloa will return now for the Dogs. Richards will take a seat. Clopton will back up and wait and play man-to-man, I think, and Louisiana turns it over. Ulloa tries to hit Chapman going back door and throws it away. And he'll come to the bench. Richard will come back in for him. Man, as soon as Louisiana gets close or ties it, they turn the ball over, and it happened again.
That's youth right there.
Oh, my gosh, it sure is. McPike now gets it into the front court. Has it pass deflected, but it goes right into Harvey's hands. Now to Yates. Louisiana trying to double team all over the floor if they can. Harvey inside now to McPike. He'll go up against Felderworth. His shot's up and good. Malik McPike with his 3rd point of the half. Give him 7 for the game. That's back to a 5-point lead for the Hawks. Felderworth gets it back to Richards, down to 117. Richards dribbles to the right wing. Looks for a pick, gets it from Felderworth. Now hands it off to Chapman. He'll go into the paint. His running one-hander's up, no good, but there's a blocking foul on Hain. That'll be his 4th. And Chapman will go back to the free throw line and shoot 2 shots. 1:05 to play in the ball game. 43-38 your score. Nothing's been decided yet. These free throws are important. And the first one's off the back of the rim, no good.
That was his first miss from the line tonight. He had been 2 for 2.
He'll get a second. Where's number 1? Just a sophomore. Second free throw's up and good. So it's a 4-point lead at 43-39. Full court pressure again. Harvey tries to get it in. Gets it into Yates right at the last minute. Back to Harvey. He throws it to Yates, and he's going to be fouled by Pedersen. Pedersen tried to steal it. Good effort by Tyler. Got a half step too late. And that'll be his 5th foul, and that'll send you-know-who back to the free throw line, Sean Yates. He'll get 2 shots. Tyler is senior. This could be his swan song if Louisiana can't come back and win this basketball game. Yates will get 2 shots, and Clopton will pull all 4 players off the lane for this first free throw. Yates can pretty well ice this baby. He makes the first.
He's had a lot of love from the rim tonight, hasn't he, on these free throws?
Has good rotation on that ball, though, and if you do that and get it on the front of the rim, good things happen. Second one's on the way. It's good as well. The lead back to 6, 45-39. Richards into the front court now. You don't have time to wait around. Gets it to Chapman. Chapman to Washington. Now check that Ulloa. Now to Chapman on the far corner. He ball fakes. Where's Washington? They got to get it to him. It's deflected. Felderwood kicks it out to Ulloa. His runner with one hand won't go. Ulloa with the offensive rebound, and we've got a foul. And if that's on McPike, that'll be his 5th.
I believe it is. And he's already walking toward the bench.
It is. And to the line will go Angel Ulloa. Kenan Watts will come in, and McPike will take a seat. Anytime you foul out as a senior in close games like this in district, you pray to the good Lord that your team can come away with a win so it's not your last game. Ulloa at the line. He'll get 2, I believe. Nope, just 1 on 1, but it doesn't matter. He makes the first. He'll get a second. 45-40, 37 ticks to play in the game. Louisiana have to try and steal the inbound. If they don't get it, they'll have to foul immediately. Ulloa's second free throw's off the mark, and they get it to Yates. You don't want to foul him. He's in a triple team, and they are going to foul him. So Yates will go back to the free throw line. Fouls on Tremaine Chapman, his first. This will be the 12th and 13th free throws for Yates in the second half. Louisiana hasn't shot 13 free throws in the game, I don't think. He misses the first.
First miss of the second half. He was 2 for 4 in the first half.
Louisiana's shot 12 in the game as a team. He makes the second. And it's a 2-possession game, 46-40, timeout on the floor. This is Clopton District action on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia, Wood Smoked Meats, and Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pam Todd Watts Realty, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, and All Parts.
Well, Jim, that's a good flipping cheerleader. She did about 14 of them in a row there, something like that?
I don't know. If I'd have done that and they'd have set me back down on the floor, it would have been like one of those spin around the bat deals. I'd have fallen over from being dizzy.
My goodness.
They do things a little different cheerleading these days than they did when I was around, when I played.
Well, I think that was April's job, was the flips like that.
The flipper?
Yeah.
So out of the timeout,
not a high flyer.
Yeah, Louisiana trails by 6, 32.2. They've got the ball. They're going to have to hustle. Richards pushes on the gas, and he's going to try and take to the hole, and we've got a whistle. They're going to call a foul on Walker on the floor. That'll be his third, and that'll send Richards to the line to shoot. Well, I think they're going to say a 1-and-1.
That one wasn't as close, but this group of officials isn't about the continuation, are they?
not at all. And so Richards at the line. And misses the front end. Yates with the rebound. That's going to pretty much do the deal for Clopton as they'll foul Walker. And we'll walk the other way with 22 seconds. One free throw here will pretty much ice it for the Hawks, turn it into a 3-possession game. And Walker will get 2 shots. Dalrymple will come in. Well, not yet. Not till after the first free throw, Sam. And Walker lines it up and fires. It rattles in and out. Erica will have him at the free throw line tonight, shooting free throws at home, won't you?
Probably.
Second free throw by Walker on the way. It's good. That'll do the deed. That's a 7-point lead for the Hawks. Just don't foul is what you got to say. Play a little defense, and then they're going to call the charge. They finally call a charge on Felderworth. That'll be his 4th.
And he made the pad down below the basket pay the price for that one.
Well, let's see if they bring him out of the game, get a little curtain call. Doesn't look like they will. And Clopton will have to inbound it now with 17.5 seconds to play. Oh, Walker gets it into Yates. No point in fouling now. Ahead to Walker, and he loses a handle out of bounds. 6th turnover of the half. Ulloa back in with 13.7 to play.
Well, they're still making changes.
They haven't given up yet.
No, they haven't.
No. Chapman dribbles in between the double team. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of the Bulldogs as they're delivering cupcakes to us. Thank you. As if we need more to eat, right? The Hawks are going to get out of here with the win. Harvey dribbles it across the timeline, and that's going to do it for the ball game. Your score, the Clopton Hawks 47, Louisiana Bulldogs 40. The postgame show's next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Well, that was a fun night of basketball.
It was.
Clopton comes away with the victory in the late game, but a great effort by the Louisiana Bulldogs. They earned some valuable experience. Van Far advancing to that championship game as well with a hard-fought, gutsy victory over Paris earlier tonight. And I think we're going to be set up for a really fun championship between the girls' game and the boys' game on Saturday.
Yeah, I agree. Louisiana fought hard in that game. Got back to even a couple times, took the lead by 1, and every time they did that, critical turnovers and mistakes show. You mentioned it. That's a youthful play. That's what it showed, was the youth. They just didn't know how to finish the game and how to take the lead and finish it off. And the more experienced Clopton team was able to hang in there and made a boatload of free throws in the second half to get away with the win at 47-40.
Most of those free throws from Shawnee Yates, and he went for 20 tonight. 12 of those from the free throw line. That's and most of those coming in the second half. 10 of the 12 in the second half. So that's a pretty nice night from the free throw line. Although you had that one hiccup there at the end. You know.
Well, we talk about free throws. We've talked about it at length. Clopton was 20 for 28. Louisiana was 9 for 13. 11-point difference. They lost by 7. You got to get to the line and not send the other team to the line. It's critical. We've seen it time and time again just in this tournament. We've seen 2 or 3 examples of that, and that'll be a good learning experience for the young Bulldogs going forward. For the Hawks, they're right where they want to be. They're the number 1 seed. Van Far was the number 2 seed. It's played out as the seeds predicted, and as you said, we should have a great night of basketball on Saturday night.
And just like the Bowling Green tournament, the Clopton boys, Clopton girls going to play for championships.
Exactly right.
These ones, Bowling Green tournament's for bragging rights. This one's for real here to try and get back into that state tournament. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your final scoring numbers for this ball game and set the scene for Saturday when we return on the Eagle 102 postgame show.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 brought to you by Twin City Bowl, Airco Convenience Centers, and Silex Banking Company.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
The staff at Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice are your neighbors. Here are just a few of the programs they have to offer. Baby Basics, breastfeeding peer counseling, natural nurses, car seat safety, farm safety for kids, maternal and child health, safe sitter courses, and WIC, plus much more. Pike County Health Department is a not-for-profit organization as it is funded by tax dollars. So when you use their services, you're putting your tax dollars to work. To keep up to date, be sure to like them on Facebook. Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, located in Bowling Green.
Let Bowling Green Insurance be your crop insurance specialist. Bowling Green Insurance Agency and NAU Country provide farmers with superior crop insurance protection and the fast, friendly service our customers deserve. Call Fred Carlson or Jackie Mayer at 573-324-CROP or stop by our office at 310 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green to discuss a protection plan that is right for your farming operation. NAU Country and Bowling Green Insurance are an equal opportunity provider.
If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. They'll be there for you when the sun comes up.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Pogue Ford, and Bank of Louisiana.
Final scoring numbers from this ball game. First for the Bulldogs, who see their season come to the end, an end here in the district semifinal. They had 3 points tonight from Remy Felderworth, 4 for Angel Yalola, 6-point night for Ryan Camps, as well as 6 for Donovan Richards. 7 points for Mason Washington tonight, all coming in the second half, and Tremaine Chapman led the way for the Bulldogs with 14. For the Clopton Hawks, they continue on into the district championship game. They had 4 points from Riley Walker, 4 from Jared Hain. 7 points for Malik McPike. He fouled out with about 3.5 to go in the final quarter. He'd been dealing with an ankle injury much of the game, it looked like. 12 points for Daniel Harvey tonight. Very good game for Daniel. And then 20 points for Sean Yates, including 12 from the free throw line to lead the way for the Clopton Hawks.
Hawks turned it over 13 times, as did the Bulldogs. 8 was the biggest lead of the night for Clopton. Louisiana led by 1. That was in the first half, and it's in the books. The Hawks raised their record to 19-9 on the season. Louisiana finishes their year at 17-8, and the brackets are set.
Yes, they are. 4 o'clock is when when the first game will tip off. 3:45 pregame ahead of the Clopton Lady Hawks, the number 2 seed, taking on the 1 seed Paris Lady Coyotes and their 6'6 sensation, Tori Hamilton. And then the late game will be the boys' championship game as number 2 Van Far takes on number 1 seed Clopton.
Should be fun. It's been a good night here. Been a good week. Hey, we get a night off.
We do. We do.
We'll get rested up. You all get rested up. Come on down to Clopton on Saturday night to see some district championship action. By the way, we'll give you a little precursor. The winner of this district championships will advance to Hannibal on Wednesday night against the winner of a district up north that we normally see. Milan's the number 1 seed on the girls' side. Salisbury, our boys' side, Salisbury's the number 1 seed on the girls' side. And so we'll have that information for you on Saturday night.
And we'll be there for at least 1 game from Hannibal, if not 2, because 2 of our teams in the boys' championship.
There you have it. Yes, we will.
And we've got a 50-50 shot at Clopton.
Mark it on your calendar, right?
Exactly. A final in this one again. Clopton 47, Louisiana 40. We'll see you Saturday for more basketball right here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Basketball on Eagle 102. Join KJFM Radio all season long as the area's best teams square off with play-by-play and commentary by Eagle 102 sportscasters. Tune in to 102.1 or listen online at KJFMEagle102.net. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102.
From the